Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing? Good afternoon, good evening. Hi everyone. I salute you all. Victorine, I can see plenty comment from you. I am in this situation, you said. I'm living with a roommate as a husband. Wow. Okay. I am tired of talking to him. What can I do? Please help. Wow. Okay. This show is going to be beneficial to you today. It's a very difficult thing um, to live with a partner that is like a roommate. Another person called Linda said, we are just housemates now. I'm married but lonely at the same time. I'm cold in bed all by myself for 4 weeks now. Bere, 4 weeks is not too long, but I understand what you mean. I don't want to undermine your pain, Linda. So we're going to be putting our heads together tonight to discuss this. We're going to be rubbing our minds. Okay, I see this. This is just something that is affecting a lot of people. Kinky say, I need help, please. What help do you need? Do you have a spouse that is like a roommate as well? Oh, Kiki said, loneliness is my problem. Loneliness in the abroad is not a joke, my dear. It is not a joke. I salute all of you. Adana, my honey, how are you? Click on the like button, please. This is going to be very, very useful today. I mean, these are really the bane of why we're here on this channel. This is what we do here. So from time to time, we do tend to catch cruise and have fun or laugh. But those are not the most, I mean, those are not what we're here for. This tonight, this sort of show is what we really are all about: healthy relationships and healthy marriages. Chidima said, been there. We're here, been there with a spouse roommate. A roommate that is a housemate spouse. Now he's not an ex. Wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Welcome, everybody. Hit the like button as you're coming in. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. This thing about loneliness in marriage, yeah, is not a joke. It is not. It's a very, very important topic that we need to talk about. So, people generally assume that marriage cures loneliness. It's supposed to be honest. Or having a partner that you live together is supposed to be a cure for loneliness, right? That is the lie they tell single people. Marriage is for companionship. Okay, one of the reasons that I believe God ordained marriage is for companionship, because he said to Adam, it is not good for man to be alone. Okay, Adam was lonely. That's my own interpretation. PK said that when God created every other thing in the Garden of Eden, he said they were good. He created the birds of the air. He said they were good. He created animals. He said they were good. He created flowers and trees. Everything was good. But when he created man, he said, man needs help. Man doesn't need to be alone. This man is not complete. Let me create for him a helpmeet. So man was not complete. And it's very, very spiritual, because if we're looking at it from all angles, this is connected. A woman was taken from the rib of a man. So we are part of a man. A woman is part of a man, because biblically we are taken from the rib of a man to be created. So a woman completes a man. And in marriage, it's supposed to be a complete, wholesome unit of two people coming together, becoming one. Is the mystery of marriage, right? At least from a spiritual point of view. Unfortunately, it is not. It is not so in most, or let me not say most, because I don't have the figures, but in some cases, it's not so for some people. A lot of people are living together, but they are completely detached from one another, as you can see from all the ladies that were talking. And this is not gender specific. Some men are the ones that are feeling completely isolated. They are not emotionally connected to their spouses, and they just feel very lonely and trapped. Okay, for a lot of brothers that feel this way, it's very easy for them to have an affair. In fact, It's not like Nigerian men they don't need encouragement to have an affair. But in most cases, when this happens, that's the thing that happens. Affairs happen. And it does happen for women as well. Let me just say that. Partners in Christ said men go through a lot. They shut down, want to spend time alone. Yeah. But you're not supposed to shut down when you are with someone. Okay, you're supposed to share your problems with your spouse. You're supposed to share your wins. You're supposed to share life. It's called doing life. I like the way the millennials and the Gen Z people call it now. They say doing life with you. I like doing life with you. I love that. It sounds so, it's so fresh, so refreshing, and so nice. Doing life. So when you're doing life with somebody, you cannot be shutting them out of your life, or completely alienating yourself from that union, because you are supposed to be together. All right. So we want to talk about the issues today, and hopefully we'll open the lines and see if people have suggestions or what people can do, because a lot of people, this is the thing that makes them to leave marriages. When they feel like, oh, we are living together like roommates, there is no connection between us. We are not even having kerewa. That's the worst part. If you are not having kerewa, tori alone, what is remaining? What is left? See, there are so many people that are married that are not having kerewa. I keep reminding you this post about this pastor that said that the problem he has now, the one problem he has in his ministry is how to, get people who are unmarried to stop them from having kerewa, and people that are married to have kerewa. So a lot of people that are married are having kerewa, freaky up and down, but the people that are married are literally sleeping like strangers. There is zero intimacy between them. There is no communication between them. There is no interaction between them. They don't do anything together. They don't go out together. They don't do activities together as a couple. Nothing. Just live together. So, I mean, it's even worse in the diaspora. It's worse, where our work life is so busy. Beauty by Lalisha said, Auntie B, I was once in this situation. I had to speak before temptation catch me. I really broke down before him, and I thank God. The Holy Spirit touched his heart, and I see its efforts now. I thank God. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a really beautiful testimony. I love that. Thank you, Beauty by Lalisha, for sharing. Yeah, it's always good to communicate. It's very, very good to communicate, because sometimes we bottle up our emotions. Women are more expressive than men. A lot of men don't know how to communicate their feelings. They are not in touch with their feelings. They want to, but they think, oh, it's weak for me to speak this way. She might not understand. So in the abroad that we live in, most of us here anyway, some people here are in Africa or in Nigeria, wherever you are, you know how it is. It's not easy. It's almost like, even when you are in a relationship, or you are married, or you have a partner that you live with, it's almost like the work-life balance is so stressful that the little time that you have, if you are not actively doing things together, or spending together, talking, communicating, loving on one another, even if it's simple things as cooking together, just being in the kitchen. Even as a man, you don't know how to do anything. Let's say you don't know how to cook. Majority of Nigerian men don't know how to cook. Some do, but majority of them were not taught, right? Because back in the day, people thought that is the role of the woman. It's only women that should learn how to cook. Unfortunately, our parents did us a great disservice. But it was, that's one of the byproducts of patriarchy, unfortunately. That you teach only women how to cook, don't teach men, because men don't need to cook. But when they leave home, what happens to them? I saw a very funny post yesterday. I don't know how many of you follow me on Instagram. You'd have seen it. I shared it in my stories. I'm always sharing things on my Insta story. And this man was like, it's very, very funny. He was like, I need I need a woman. I need a woman who can. I live in a 2-bedroom flat. I think the person is in Nigeria. It's still on my Insta story. As a matter of fact, let me even share it so that you guys, let's start from there. Okay, where is my Instagram? Let me go to Instagram. Guys, please give me a thumbs up. This is very important. You want to get as many people in as possible. So give me a thumbs up. I hope it hasn't gone off. Has it gone off? Oh, it's gone off already. Ah, okay. I'll find it. Let me find it. Give me a thumbs up while I'm finding it, guys, please. Somebody said that they are looking for a roommate or a flatmate. He said, the guy said he lives in a 2-bedroom flat somewhere in, I don't know, maybe Port Harcourt. Somebody told me it's Port Harcourt. Yeah. And it was so funny. Aha, I found it. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Like I said, Auntie B, my own is lonely at the top. Big house, big cars, the rest is BS. Ooh, that's not very good. That's not very good. Loneliness is not good at all. Yeah, it's not good. Partner with Christ said men need to be encouraged to talk in most cases. Yeah, everybody needs to talk. We need to talk. See, this is the problem here. When you have a big house, you have big cars, and you are lonely, it doesn't sustain a relationship, doesn't sustain a marriage. Women need affection like we need the air that we breathe. You know how air is essential to human existence? Oxygen. Yeah, we all need oxygen, right? We were taught basic biology. I didn't do science, but I did basic biology where they taught us that, you breathe in oxygen and you breathe out. What you breathe out? I can't remember. What you breathe out? I shall know it's oxygen. I can't remember the other one. If you know, tell me. What do you breathe out? I don't know. Is it carbon? What carbon do you breathe out again? I've forgotten my elementary biology. Anyway, women need affection like we need air, like we need oxygen. We need it. Everybody needs affection. Men need it as well, but I don't think men actually need it as much as women. And that is why it is very, very easy for a woman to check out of a relationship, when there's no affection, when she's starved emotionally. Very, very easy. And this is number one reason again why a lot of women who step out of the marriage or step out of relationship to cheat, when they see somebody giving them attention, it's very, very easy for them to have an affair with that person, because this is what women crave: affection. When you don't have it, loneliness will set in. Okay, let me read this to you. This is funny. Let's just read it. I saw it and it made me laugh. I posted it on my Insta story. The man said his name is Noble Victor. He said, "Good evening, everybody. I stay alone in a 2-bedroom flat at Ada George by Gateway. DM if you can stay with me. I need a female to stay with me, at least. You must know how to prepare meal. Serious-minded lady, please. You must be God-fearing too. Thanks." You know the part that made me laugh? The part that made me laugh is that he said that he wants somebody to stay in his empty room and be cooking for him, but he said you must be God-fearing. Why do you need to be God? If you are be cook, if you are going to be a cook, why do you need to be God-fearing? Is it a God-fearing cook you are looking for? Oh my God, that made me laugh. I just shared it on my story. I was like, this uncle is looking for a God-fearing cook. And I think Sissy and I were having a conversation on the DM. Oh, by the way, I love our conversations on the DM. Sissy, me and you, we're always doing banter on DM. We have a good laugh in our DMs on Instagram. Sissy was like, Auntie B, you'll be shocked. My gender, they will apply. And I'm like, yes, of course, you will get 100 people. Free accommodation. All you have to do is to be God-fearing. And you know how to cook. No, bro. Somebody told me that that's a place in Port Harcourt. One of the fam DM me and say, Auntie B, don't mind him more. That's a place in Port Harcourt. Though some of these guys, they want to do the barest minimum. And I bet you Kerewa is going to follow with that. When you cook small, waiting remain. Kerewa, we will add Kerewa on top as desserts. Oh, my days. Maureen said, a friend's husband is the lonely one in the marriage. They are in the US. The wife's parents have lived with them for 10 years. Ooh la la. She shares her time between work, kids, and her parents. They've drifted. You are joking. 10 good years of living with people. Wow. Yeah, that can really make a man lonely, because what? A lot of women don't understand. I was watching a movie yesterday, and I strongly recommend that movie to everybody, even though I don't like the way it ended. And this is free promotion for Mercy Johnson. Um, but the movie really, really spoke volumes. I think I was discussing it later on with a friend of mine. After watching it, I said, I want every woman to watch this movie, especially if you are this spiritual Jim, Holy Ghost binding and casting that you feel like, you know, Kerewa is only for me to have babies, or I don't need intimacy. Maybe I have my children already. I understand that it's not all women that enjoy. Please, as a woman, if you don't enjoy Kerewa, please reconsider marriage. I would strongly advise that if for any reason, I think we had a few years ago we talked about what's that situation. Put it in the comment section if you can remember, whereby some women have pain when they experience pain when they have kerewa. There is a medical term for it, right? Or if for any reason you don't like kerewa, because you cannot get married and then you now tell you now say, every time you don't want. But again, I do understand occasionally it can be as a result of lack of love. When you don't feel loved, you don't feel supported in the relationship, you don't feel like your partner cares about you, all they want to do is kerewa. Women, our kerewa starts from how we feel loved. If we feel like, now he's committed and he cares about me, supports me, that emotional connection needs to be there. But there are some people that don't like kerewa at all. Those people should not, they have no business getting married. Okay, that's just by the way, because loneliness that we're talking about, part of it is lack of kerewa. Okay, I'm looking at it from the dimension of lack of intimacy, lack of communication, and and kerewa, not spending time together, not being friends and just partners, and just happy, just being happy in one another's presence. Okay, so having your parents as a woman live with you for 10 years is a recipe for oh, if I hope she knows what she's doing. If I were you, Maureen, if I were close to her, I would advise that, they should go for therapy, so that maybe even if you cannot tell her, maybe a therapist can open her eyes to see what 10 years of living with parents can do to her marriage, because she's burnt out from you know, all the commitment she has. The man feels lonely and neglected in the marriage. And the next thing that he's going to do is cheat. That's just so certain. And that's why the other day we were having a conversation about Sisi, what did you call it? Is it work husband or be work wife? What did you call it? I can't remember. That I was saying that I had never heard that before. So that is a recipe for work wife or work husband turning to real, a little attention, and they are done. That's it. No talking, laughter, no having, nothing. When I mean nothing, I mean nothing. Yeah, Chidima, you are right. Emotional need, emotional support, a woman's number one need. When a woman's need are met emotionally, the rest is easy. Okay, so what are we talking about tonight, guys? We're talking about loneliness in marriage. You are married, but there's zero intimacy. You feel like even a single person is better than you, because a single person now can go out and they will see somebody that will say, if you're a single man, for instance, and you are lonely, you can go with your friends to a bar. Valentine is coming, right? You see girls and you try to get up. Before you know, you've made friends, you are happy, you are chatting with someone. If you're a single woman, you can hang out, you can go out, and you will see guys that will say they're interested in you. But when you are trapped in a marriage where you are lonely, it is the worst feeling in this world. Worse. Tobagbo, if there's another word that is worse than worse, I will use it. I don't have any other adjective to describe it. It can lead to a lot of issues. It can lead to depression, because it's not everybody that is open to even talking about it. Who are you going to tell you are lonely? Lonely, bibawo. They say, but you are married now. No, just because you're living with someone doesn't mean, it doesn't mean nothing. Maybe, okay, let me give you a typical example. Maybe in the morning you both work full time. In the morning you both leave for work. Children have gone to school or wherever they go to, and you have gone to work. You come back, prepare dinner, you know, and your spouse comes back. They eat. Maybe you don't even eat together. You know, there's something my parents used to do, and I think it was so romantic. Honestly, even though our parents didn't know how to do romance in the sense that we do it now. And one of the things they used to do is to eat together. Eating together is a form of intimacy, because there's no way you will be eating that you will not be talking, right? And if you have resentment against somebody, or if you don't feel close to someone, you're not going to eat with them. When couples are really really tight, they are really really close, you will see that, when especially when if it's dinner they decide to have together, the wife will not eat until her husband comes home. But when there's that intimacy is not there, you don't feel connected, you don't feel close to your spouse, you go chop your food, watch TV, go sleep. Anytime you like, he come house, wait till concern you. Because you know when he comes, gang, 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 you're not going to talk, you're not going to do anything. Yeah, eating together is so romantic. Honestly. Blessed girl say, I was in this situation. I was basically a house girl, cooking and keeping the house clean. No kerewa, no talking, no conversation. Just living like roommates. I couldn't take it anymore and moved out. Le baton. That's what we've been saying. Mhm. That's what we'll be saying. That is exactly what we'll be saying. It's tiring. It's tiring. Nobody should live like that, to be honest. It is better to be single and lonely than for you to be married and lonely. It is a terrible thing. So anybody that finds themselves in that situation, you have to find a way to communicate that and perhaps seek for solution. I know it's not so easy. It's easier said than done. See, Blessed girl said I'm processing divorce now. You see? And the funny thing is that sometimes men don't seem to understand this. You know, they don't have a clue. If you read some of the posts in Pastor Shola's page, you will understand that if it's a woman that files for divorce, statistically, it's women that usually file for divorce. Then she will be saying, what did I do? Some men will be saying, what did I do? I didn't cheat. I'm working, I'm paying bills. Yes, you are doing all that, but she's lonely. She has nobody to talk to. When was the last time you made her laugh? When was the last time you and her played around like teenagers? When was the last time that you had kerewa apart, when it's not it's not midnight in your bed? When was the last time you did something fun together? When we talk about date nights, that people, married couple, especially if you're in a long time marriage or relationship, that you need to keep dating. These are the things that, because you know when you start a new relationship, it's always very exciting. You want to do things together. You want to spend time together. You talk all the time. You want to do things. You need to, even if you don't do it on that same level, all through your relationship, you must maintain a sense of dating. You must maintain that, level of communication, trying to to spice things up, to jazz things up. Do you understand? Uju's talk show said, after having children, in addition to work, Kerewa takes the back burner. Kerewa shouldn't take the back burner now. I don't think Kerewa should take the back burner now. If Kerewa takes the back burner, it's not good. It's not. I don't think Kerewa should take the back burner. Because again, if you are not having kerewa regularly, it's a problem. Except you are, I don't know, there's a reason, maybe an illness, somebody is sick, or there's an issue. No, you should be having kerewa regularly, like as in many times a week, right? I remember when Ola and his wife came on the show, and Lola was like, I was like, how many times? And they were like, 2-3 times a week. I'm like, I was like, what? Well, of course, 2-3 times a week. And then you see people, a lot of couples, 1 year, 6 months, 4 months, nothing. And even when, I don't think Kerewa will solve loneliness, because some people can be lonely and they've drifted from one another, but occasionally out of just the need, the urge You have kerewa, but it continues. That loneliness continues. So it's intimacy that builds, that builds more than actual kerewa. Yeah. Adana said, lonely won't be your portion, sis. Biko. Okay. Mm. Okay. So we're talking about loneliness tonight, guys. Uh, if you're enjoying the conversation, please give us a thumbs up. Yeah. Adana, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You're saying you alone who will warm your bed. We all need someone. Period. We all need somebody to lean on. It's carbon dioxide that will breathe out. Oh, thank you. Chisom, thank you very much. I'm trying to remember my biology. Okay, let me continue. I'm so far behind in the comments. Oh, Jesus. I've missed a lot of comments. Jesus. Why is this thing not going up now? Kilo day. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Intimacy is the key. If you want to cure loneliness in marriage, intimacy is the key. Yes, so I was saying that even if you carry well occasionally because you live in the same house, you share the same bed, and you have the urge as a normal, as an average human being with your hormones are working, your everything in your body works, right? So from time to time you have the need to carry well, but it doesn't solve loneliness except you work on your relationship to build intimacy. Chidiman said the loneliness is worse after that kind of kerewa. You feel used as a woman because your bodies connect, but there's an emotional disconnect. Exactly. Is that how you always understand me, Chidima? You always just know how to summarize what I'm saying. Mm? I don't know why the thing is not coming up. Yeah, okay. I'm up to date with the comments now. Sissy said, I was watching something last night from a divorce lawyer, and he was talking about these issues as the main cause. That is the number one reason why couples divorce is loneliness. We talk about money, we talk about other things, but I tell you, when you are connected, money issues will come, but you find a way around it. Okay, you find a way around it. If people are satisfied emotionally, it's very difficult for them to leave the marriage. Mm? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moss said partners can actually be doing kerewa and they are not intimate in real sense. As a woman, I can still do kerewa and I'm still lonely. That's absolutely correct. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely correct. Kerewa is just okay. Let's just fulfill our righteousness. Okay, but it doesn't solve the issue of loneliness. You go back to your routine. Beauty by Lalisha says, Auntie B, I also think having a compassionate partner and one that listens is important. Very, very important. Listening skills, yeah. So I find that as a people generally, yeah, we can communicate quite a lot of people, a lot of us can communicate. We have good communication skills, but listening is not a skill a lot of people understand. They don't understand listening because some people listen just because they want to fire back at you. They want to say something back at you. They are not really listening. And let me tell you the worst part. When you live with a partner and you feel like they don't see you, you know how you feel like they don't see you? You feel like they don't see you when there's nothing. Okay, let me use women as example, right? Because I know from a woman's perspective how a woman feels unseen in a marriage or relationship. When you put on a dress, no matter how lovely it is, you can't remember the last time your man paid you a compliment that, oh, you look good. Look at this, my sexy wife. Now me get this wife, or now me get this woman. See how beautiful she is. You make a new hair or you buy a new wig. Let everything, brothers, please, if you don't take anything away from this show today, know that everything, and I mean 99.9, what women do when it comes to our looks, our appearances, and everything we do, our packaging, let me put it that way, is because we need is to get that attention. So we just have to make ourselves look good to feel good in ourselves. But you imagine having that attention when you wake up and your spouse says when you dress up, you make an effort and you get that compliment. Everybody needs compliment, but women would need it. Okay, so loneliness is about breakdown in communication and some unspoken expectations. We all have expectations when we come into marriage, right? Mm. Expectations. My goodness. Allah was telling us once upon a time on how we need to manage our expectations, right? Managing your expectations will save you. So there are some expectations that are not met. And that can lead to, disappointment. Yeah. It can lead to a lot of disappointments. So, and this can cause some disconnects from spouses. A spouse can become disconnected from their spouse. So what do you do when this happens? How do you know you are lonely in a marriage? You feel emotionally disconnected completely. There is nothing. You don't look forward to seeing that person. Even the greeting is just good morning, good afternoon, good morning, sir, good afternoon, oh, hi. There's no, there's no warmth in it. You don't have a rush of anything anymore. That zeal, like you want to cook. When you are in love, you want to cook, you will cook with all you don't feel it anymore. There's something that has happened that has taken it away and you don't even care anymore. Some women, and that is why we have the issue of mother-in-law every day that we see. And it's not just obodoyibo. That's why the issue of mother-in-law is such a big deal in our community, because a lot of women use their children as their emotional support. The love they didn't get from their husbands or, the men in their life, they say, let me put the love in my children. So they pour that love in their children, especially their sons. And when that son now grows up and go and get married, that his wife is a direct competition to the mother, whether you like it or not. Because the mother will always feel like, oh, this is my emotional support. A lot of African women have replaced their husband with their children in their hearts. All the love that they want, that they should be giving their husband, they're giving their children. Do you know why? Because something has happened in that relationship or marriage that has broken the connection between them. So when the young man becomes, an adult now goes to go and marry, they will now pack their load, all in the name of doing a mungo. They will say they are going to stay with their son, or they are going to stay with their daughter, and they will stay there 1 year. Shebi, you heard the story that the other sister was telling us. How can a husband and wife, married adults, go pack their load to go and live? I don't care if you live in a 10-bedroom house. Living with your parents on a long-term basis, is a no-no. Brothers, if you want your marriage to work, or sisters, because some women actually do this. If you want your marriage to last and to be sweet, do not live with your parents on a long-term basis. It is something that, because there's just some things that you cannot do in the parent, because the way we were raised, we were not raised to be expressive, to show love, or to do things, because your parents will always be your parents. We are kind of, shy. We are our parents that we don't want, and then your parents will be butting in everything that is right in their wise people know that. Go and ask any therapist, any counselor, any pastor will tell you, living with your parents, whether it's the man's parents or the woman's parents, is a no. Okay. So, what are the signs? You feel disconnected. Even when they are around, it's like they are not around. One person is in the kitchen or in the bedroom. The other person is watching TV with remote control. Nollywood is their favorite. They watch Nollywood till they fall asleep. Or they watch football. Sky Sports, now Nations Cup, what they call the one that we watched yesterday when Nigeria beat South Africa. African Cup of Nations. They watch everything. They flick channel, or if they don't flick channel, the worst one is they will be on their phone. Women were guilty of this. Some men do it too. You'll be on your phone. You'll be on your phone. You'll be on social media. Everybody is doing their own thing. So it's just like there is nothing, there's no connection. There's no connection. No quality time. You are lacking in quality time. It is a fundamental symptom of loneliness. And before you know, that emotional withdrawal, gradually, at a point, you'll be like, you know what? I can't do this. Like one, I think it was Kukwa that said this once upon a time. I can do bad all by myself. I don't. If I'm going to be lonely, let me Kuku be lonely alone. I don't need to live with someone and be lonely together. What could it doesn't? It doesn't. It's not. It's not right. You can do loneliness all by yourself. So you now start to question, what's the point? Why am I in this? Why am I in this marriage? Why am I in this relationship? When my emotional needs are not being met? Basic communication. How was your day? Fine. Oh, there is a bill. Have you paid the bill? Yes. What is for dinner? Is egusi soup. Just, that kind of forced communication. It doesn't flow. It doesn't flow. So, yeah, it starts from internally, but over time, it becomes very, very, you see it outwardly, it becomes very visible. And let me give you these shocking figures. Not really shocking, to be honest. Guys, are you enjoying this conversation? Please give us a thumbs up. Let me check the likes before I read that. I'll take the calls. I can see you guys in the studio. Thank you very much for joining. I'm sharing my link if you've got something to say. Please give us a thumbs up. People are not liking. We got 570 people and not even 300 likes. Guys, can you take a minute to like the video, please? Hey, John, now, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, guys. So I was going to share something with you guys about this topic. Experts, this is actually some research says that a lot of married couple, about over 60%, view their marriages or relationship as emotionally supportive. Okay, but around 33% of older adults experience loneliness in marriage. 33% is a lot of percent. It's a lot of percentage. 33. They view their marriages as lonely. 33%. And I'm not even talking about Black African, no. This is Oyibo statistics I'm quoting, no. We don't have statistics. We don't do any research about anything. Right? So, and these are Oyibo that how their relationship is. Like, they don't do all those love of tikpa tikpa, that anyhow I will stay because of children, I'll stay because I want to have my children, I'll stay because no, they don't do that. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, they walk. They don't do that. So guys, where do we go from here? I want people to share their own experiences with me, and also if you have a solution, let's have a conversation. Please give us a thumbs up. Yeah, 23% of married couples are said to be lonely in their marriage, and this is a huge cause of divorce in obodooyinbo marriages. So let's have a talk. Thank you so much, everybody. I am going to share my link again, and let's have a talk. Yeah, I'm going to you first. Nkuruka, welcome.
Yeah, yeah, and to you. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, where are you joining us from in Kiruka?
Yeah, I'm joining you from Nigeria. I'm joining you from Owerri.
Owerri. Wow, I don't think I've ever had anybody from Owerri before. Thank
Oh,
you.
I've been following you.
Really? That's
Yes.
fantastic. I know Owerri. I came to attend when I was in uni in Nigeria. My friend got married in Owerri, so we all went. It's a very beautiful city. I like it. Welcome. Can you hear me? Inkiru. Oh dear. I don't think Inkiru is hearing me again, no. Ah, Inkiru, I have to hear you. Oh. You're calling me all the way from Owerri. Ah, that internet has to work. I'll come back to you, okay? Just jump in anytime you are able to talk. I can't hear you anymore. Let me go to Blessing. Hi, Blessing. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, Auntie B.
Hello,
Good
sweetie.
evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm on the road. Just in case I get cut off, just let me know. But I'm
Okay, are you
driving.
joining us? Where are you joining us from? US?
I'm joining from Houston, Texas. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. I couldn't wait to come into the studio and share today because this was my story. But thank God
Right.
the situation has changed. A lot of times, one thing, we Nigerian women, I wouldn't say just Nigerian women, women mostly, especially African women, especially those that are, educated. You're educated, you're beautiful, you're hot cake. You come
Hmm.
into the marriage, you're being pursued. The man will pursue you, buy you this and that, woo you into the marriage. And now you're in the marriage and you feel like he needs to continue to pursue you. However, you as a woman as well have to be very intentional. You have to make him feel needed. You have to make him feel wanted. You have to be intentional about your marriage.
Yeah.
I was a little careless with mine because, the man pursued me for a long time, about 8 years. We
Mhm.
eventually got married.
8 years. He was
Yes, so
pursuing you for 8 years.
he
That man
eventually,
deserves an award for being relentless. 8 years, blessing. I want for you. Oh. Why you suffer the
it's
poor
a
brother
long
like that
story.
now? A whole 8 years.
And to be in a long story, he started and then he moved to the United States, and he just kept on calling and checking and just never gave up.
Oh, that's
Over
nice. I like that.
time, and he
Mm.
eventually won. But
Oh, that's
I
great.
came into the marriage with this, I would call it ego. I would call it, I too much kind of
Yeah.
attitude. I
Yeah.
expected him to continue pursuing me like that. So if you don't give me face, me self, I don't give him face just like that. I
Right.
just at a form, hard to
Right.
get inside marriage,
Mhm.
So over time we grew apart. Marriage naturally, and due to the fact that it was kind of a long distance relationship,
Yeah.
we had to learn each other. And when couples are learning each other, they quarrel, they settle. With all this quarrel, getting to understand each other, we started to drift apart, and then we started having kids. I was working, he was working. Abroad marriage, like you said,
Mm.
we get so engrossed in life and
Yeah.
everything we have going on, and before you knew it, we started to drift apart. It became
Right.
a problem. It became a very big problem to me because I started to feel really lonely, very
Yeah.
lonely. I would cry my eyes to sleep at night and say, "What's the point? Why am I married? I don't even need this guy. I can just be a single mom and blah 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 blah." You know. But luckily, I got close to a few of my friends, African American friends. We would go out for dinner, girls' night out. We'll go out for dinner. My husband would be so jealous. What are you guys even talking about in this dinner? I said, "You go get your own friends. Leave me alone." you know I would go out with my friends, but what we talked about, I would tell them what I was going through. They'll tell me, "Hey, you guys need to date. If he doesn't want to arrange the date, you arrange the date, invite him. He's gonna come." I found out that these ladies were actually being very intentional about their marriages. They were
Mhm.
taking time to date their husbands and make him feel wanted.
Right.
They will even arrange a massage, couple massage, and say, "You must come with me." Things
Yeah.
like that. And those were things I wasn't used to. They were opening my eyes to see those little things. But it was so difficult for me to change. Agidi don't enter, kind of. It
Yeah.
was kind of difficult for me. So I started to pray a lot. I
Right.
started to get spiritual. I go in my closet, I go pray. Auntie B, let me tell you one thing that happened to me. I came home from work one evening. My husband was sitting in the living room watching TV. And I came home, of course, hello, hey babe, this, that. I went in my closet. I had already made myself a prayer time that at this particular time, I have to go in my closet and pray. I have to be very intentional about my prayer life. So on this particular day, I went into my closet to go pray.
Yeah.
And as I knelt down to pray, I started to pray. The Holy Spirit said, get up, go and meet your husband. I
Wow.
could hear that very clear in my spirit. I
Wow.
said, this is the devil. The devil doesn't want me to pray today. He wants to distract me.
You are
It will
Sister
not
Dorcas. You
work.
are Prophetess Dorcas that was talking about.
It will not work.
Mhm.
And we watched that movie. I saw the
You need
trailer.
to
I
watch that
won't watch
movie,
it.
Prophetess Dorcas. Wait till Prophetess Dorcas take your husband. I see. Hey.
Goodness. So I continue to pray, and the Holy Spirit say, why are you wasting your time? I'm not going to answer your prayer. Go spend time with your husband. To be very, very honest, when you're praying for something and God is answering your prayer and you're still praying, you're not listening to the Spirit that's speaking to you. But on this particular day, he was very clear. So I got up, I went to the living room, and I sat with my husband. I started to have a conversation. Hey, babe, how was your day? I started to rub his feet. I said, these your toenails are long, go. Do you want me to cut them? Let me cut them for you. I started to just give him attention. The man was shocked, like, what's in the happen? What are you doing
What's
here?
the sub?
Why this sudden attention?
Attention. So yeah.
So I say this to say, for those of us that are praying and wondering what's going on in our marriages, maybe we need to turn around and look inwards. Maybe we need to be a little bit more intentional. For the longest, we were married for 10 plus years. On our anniversary, we exchange gifts, but we never went out for dinner or anything until I decided this last anniversary, after the Holy Spirit don't scold me. I arranged for dinner. I said, babe, we have to go out, He's like, the children have to come. I said, no. And we arranged for a babysitter if you like.
Yes, yeah.
But
You
me
you
and
don't
you,
take children when you are having a date
yes.
night with your partner. Children will spoil everything.
And that's another thing with my husband. He always wanted to go everywhere with the kids. He's
No,
so
no, no, no,
daddy
no, no, no. You
lover.
have to have a couple's time. Very important.
Right. So I would say shamefully, that was the first couple's date, anniversary date we've ever had for 10 years in
Wow.
the marriage.
Wow.
In other words, I was waiting for him to take me out. But the
Right.
man was not thinking about that. In America, the man was just trying to make sure his family is okay, trying to make sure the bills are paid, trying to make sure, now woman, I they think about these things here in America, or as far as I'm concerned, though. So me, I have to arrange for that. I say I have a nice restaurant, me and my friends, that's where we go. They have good food. Let's go hang out. Of course, he couldn't say no. It's our anniversary, And my daughter,
Beautiful.
my oldest daughter is now 10, 11 years. So when he said, let's go together, my daughter said, no, daddy, it's called anniversary for a reason. I'm not going.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You know?
Wow.
So
That's beautiful.
that's how we went. And I started, after that scolding that the Holy Spirit scolded me, I started to make it very intentional to sit with him at the dining table when he eats and talk with him, to go upstairs in his man cave when he's watching his show or playing his game. I will sit with him. I'll be commenting on the game that he's playing.
To watch football sometimes with him. Yeah.
You understand? And I had to start making it very intentional. I will rub his shoulder. I will just, try to just do things that will make him feel needed. And to be very honest, that when my husband opened up and started talking, in fact, for my mind, I would say, don't do now. The one way they talk, don't do. Waiting. And my ear don't fool. He started to talk. He started to
About
share.
he was
Started
sharing
to
his feelings.
express.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
He
was able
started
to
to
open up
share,
now.
open up.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I can definitely tell you that our marriage has totally changed. I am a
Wow.
testifier of that. It was all my
Wow.
fault all along, and I didn't see it. I didn't
Wow.
see it like that, you know?
Wow.
So I
Wow.
had to like make him feel needed, make him feel loved. I had to now turn and be the one that now started to pursue him. And now, I mean, the man always loved me, no doubt. He doesn't
Mm.
cheat, he doesn't go out, he doesn't even have friends. It's all about me and my family, you know?
Wow.
But he was
Wow.
feeling lonely inside the house
Inside the
with
marriage.
his
Yeah.
wife. You
Wow.
understand? So I had to change all of that. Even with my
Mm.
friends that we usually would go out, when they tell me let's go out, I'll say, I want to spend some time with my husband. Can we change the dates? I will ask my husband, I say, hey, my friend said let's go out. When is a good day for you? So I started to get him involved. When do you
Yeah.
think it's a good day for me to go that will be
Mm-hmm.
comfortable for you? And if he
Mm-hmm.
says don't go, I will consider it and say, okay, you don't want me to go. Why now? It goes sweet me to go. But if you say I shouldn't go, that's fine. I said to
Mm.
honor him and respect him and make him
Mm.
feel like your opinion counts. It's not about
Yeah.
how I feel. It's about how
Fantastic.
you feel as well. So it has really
Fantastic.
changed. I couldn't wait to come into the studio and share this. It's a
Oh,
testimony
I'm
so that
so
maybe
happy.
other women can
Mm.
learn from it, you know?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Blessing. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm so, so happy that, thank God. Because it's one thing for the Holy Spirit to speak to, it's another thing for you to listen. Remember, you were doing a strong, you were trying to resist initially.
Yes.
But thank God you listen.
Yes.
And this is exactly why I was talking about this movie. Hold on, before you leave, I'm going to play
Mm,
this just one small scene from this
yeah.
movie. I don't want to be copyrighted by Mercy Johnson. So this is funny. This is their honeymoon. They just got married, right?
Yeah.
And they are I like what Sissy said, that if you are married, please, as women, we know we are brought up to be prudish. We are not
Yeah.
brought up to even enjoy kerewa. Our parents told us that kerewa is bad. If you go do
Yeah.
kerewa, you get pregnant. But you have to initiate sometime. And you have to initiate these things like you were telling us about initiating, going out, date nights, spending time,
Yes.
listening, doing things with him. If you guys don't follow, I like real worry picking. Do you know why I like real worry picking? Is the way
Mm,
her relationship is with her husband. You know, I don't know if you know
yeah.
who real worry picking is, the
Oh, I
comedian.
know her very well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
It's the way she's always celebrating her husband. She will watch football with him. They
Mm-hmm.
do things together. She always honors him. She's always talking positively about him, talking
Yeah.
about sharing their story. You can see that even with all her successes, that she does not
Yeah.
play with Ikechukwu. Everybody that knows
Yeah.
real worry picking knows Ikechukwu.
Ike Chukwu.
Ikechukwu. Yeah. So let me
And
just play this thing.
one more thing before you play it. I just remembered something.
Yeah.
Also, in my place of prayer one day, this will help somebody. The Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, you need to change your husband's name.
Wow.
And, I said, why? He said, he's not your baby. Stop calling him babe. He's
Ah,
not
yes,
your
Sister Dorcas. Proprietors Dorcas.
he said, stop calling him babe. He's not
Oh
your
my God.
baby. And he now gave me this scripture. The Holy Spirit speaks to me through scriptures. He
Okay.
said, and Sarah called Abraham Lord. That's how he
Right.
said it, and that was it. So I said, oh my God, what kind of Lord? Should I start calling my husband Lord? I don't understand. So I went to him and I said, honey, look, the Holy Spirit told me to change your name. So
Mhm,
now let's talk about this. I want to
mhm,
change your name because he said you're not my babe. So I should stop calling you babe and baby because you're
uh-huh.
not one of my children. That's a name for a child. You are my king. You are the odogu of this house. Like you should
Amen.
be
I love
honored.
that. I love
You should
that.
be honored. So now I want to change your name to Odogu. My husband is an Urobo man. So
Okay.
he's like, what's the meaning of Odogu? Does that mean Olorogu? I
Are
said,
you
no.
able yourself?
I'm Delta Igbo, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I said, okay, well, consider it this way. When I say Obuefi means a chief, right?
Mhm.
So Odogu is a king. You can have 10 chiefs around one king.
Right.
So I want to call you Odogu. I don't want to call you Obuefi because that's too little. Because I should
Wow.
honor you. I should
Wow.
respect you. So I
Wow.
started saying, so what if I call you Odogu? Would you like that? He said, yes, I like it. So since then, I started calling him Odogu. When I wake up in the morning, I'll say, Odogu Merigwe. The man will just start laughing.
Oh, fantastic. Blessing. God will honor you. God will bless you. Thank you so much. I mean, a lot of women in the comment section are saying that they are taking notes as you're talking. They are learning from, what you've done, how you turn your marriage around by just listening to
Yes.
the Holy Spirit. Thank you so much, my
Right.
darling. I
Right.
really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
your testimony. Your joy will be permanent. God will continue to bless your home in Jesus'
Amen.
name. Thank you. Thank you.
Amen.
And please give our
Amen.
love to Odogu. Tell him we celebrate him for his
Oh,
patience.
so
If it's
good.
8 years
Yes,
of
so
pursuing
good.
him, of pursuing you alone, for that, we honor him. God will honor him in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you,
All right.
Sister
Thank you,
B.
Blessing. Yeah. I want to share this because it's funny how Blessing also brought up the issue of she's not seen this movie that I was telling you about, Prophetess Dorcas. Prophetess Dorcas was calling her brother bro. Oh my god. See, if you just want to laugh, please go and watch this movie. It's too funny. I don't like Nollywood movie. I don't even know how YouTube suggested it to me. It was so funny. You say, bro. Is the way she says bro. When she's calling the man bro, the man's thing will not even. Okay, let me stop laughing. Let me play this scene for you guys. So this is the night they got married, and they went for honeymoon.
Please. Bro. This bed that you want us to lie on now. We don't know how many fornicators, adulterers have laid down on this bed.
They went to a hotel to do honeymoon.
They have laid down on this bed, held themselves, and they have gone. Lord have mercy. Let us pray. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, my Father, my Father, my Father, my Father, my Father, my Father. Thank you, Lord. Thank
Okay, so she started this prayer. Prophetess Dorcas started this prayer on their wedding night. They've not consummated the marriage. She prayed and prayed until the poor man, this man that you're seeing, oh God. That's why I said I didn't like the way I wish the movie ended in a different way. It didn't end the way I wanted because she did a lot of things. The man made a lot of mistakes, right? But she started it. She caused a lot of wahala because of her over religiosity. This is what happened. Look at them.
you. Stand by me.
And she go like make you do a little.
The poor man fell asleep. Why she was kabashing and praying. You guys, oh my God, that movie was so funny. In one scene, they were eating food. She told the man wanted to start eating. Say he should pray. The man prayed. Professor Dorcas said the prayer was too short, and she took over the prayer. How can you be praying for long life and prosperity over jollof rice that you want to eat? As she was doing the prayer, the husband started eating. Oh, I laughed. I wanted to faint. I wish the movie ended in a different way because I felt like there are women that are actually like this, yeah, like Prophetess Dorcas. So I wish the message was really passed at the end very strongly that you can't be in church, you can be an ordained minister. I don't care what you are in church, a prophetess, whatever. But at home, you are a wife. Do your wifely. Do you know that this couple married for weeks? They did not consummate. She did not agree. She did not agree. There's one scene there where I don't want to spoil it too much for those who haven't seen it. The man followed her to enter the. No, let me. Sissy would like this scene. Let me show Sissy this scene where they wanted to go and bath. When she entered bathroom to go and bath. Let me just play this one scene.
When
Hold on.
people start complaining about what you did.
Let me just play this one scene. Then I'll take calls. I can see there are so many people in the studio, so I'll get to you. Just let me take this scene, okay? He was going to go and bath.
The Lord did say that, bro. But the Lord did reveal that you are like this to me.
Dorcas is the spiritual woman. Dorcas.
Why are you going?
I don't understand. I want to take a bath with my wife.
With me and you.
Yes.
Will you get inside here?
Yes. Let me tell you, if you do it inside this place, it's always fun.
Come on, Rafa, we'll come back after. We can go back together. That is kind of mind thinking.
I can't count the number of times that Dorcas said it's cannot things. Oh my God. The husband said he wants to take a shower. Dorcas ran out of the bathroom and said, that's man thing.
How did you do this?
Oh, bro, they don't expect us to know better, bro. You work with me, is that here?
You did there's nothing wrong.
You come and bath after. And you wait for me to finish bathing. Oh, bro, they don't think tell me this about you. Bath together here, we'll be naked.
No.
Bro.
You wear clothes.
Lock the main door.
Professor, there's a Dorcas is shebebe. Oh, shebebe. See, to be honest, Dorcas, what the Prophetess Dorcas did in that movie. Okay, let's leave the movie and focus on loneliness in marriage. Nkiru, are you back? Can you hear me? He said the Lord did not tell me that. You are so kind of minded. Why do you want us to bath together? Professor Dorcas. We laugh about these things, but they are real. These are real issues, to be honest. You'll be shocked that there are women like this. Nkiruka, can you hear me? Hey, whoa. Chai. Okay, let me move on. Victorine, welcome. Can you hear me, Victorine? Victorine is not hearing me. What's happening? Victorine, I can hear you. Can you guys hear her? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what's happening with their connection. Adetitu, welcome. Can you hear me? Please unmute yourself.
Yes, can you hear me, ma?
Yes, I can. Welcome.
Good morning. Oh, sorry, good afternoon.
Afternoon,
I'm
darling.
calling from Canada.
Welcome.
Actually, I've been your friend for over 2 years now. Yeah, I've been part of Obodo family.
Yeah.
From more than 2 years now.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, what really happened is this. I just need, I don't know. This has been bothering me for a while. I've been waiting for this program today because I work overnight. I'm supposed to sleep, but because I wanted to call in because it's my first time calling in. So I wanted to call in because I need an advice because we women get many support from your platform here, which I love so much. God bless you, ma.
Amen.
So actually, I married 2 years ago. I don't want to go back to my long backstory. I have a daughter before. I got my daughter when I was in my final year in college in Nigeria. So, but I wasn't with my husband's father from the beginning. We're not married. So after my school, I traveled to Abuja. That's where I live my life, taking care of my daughter on my own before coming to Canada. So to cut this story short, but due to the situation I faced then, I hate men for like more than 5 years. I didn't date anybody because I don't know. But after that, before coming to Canada, I have a boyfriend that we know each other for like 2 years before coming here. After I arrived to Canada, we're still together. After 3 years that I arrived to Canada, I traveled to Nigeria. We were still together for 5 good years.
Right.
I didn't change. Even right here in Canada, because I love him so much, because he's the next person I met after my daughter's father. So, and I love him so much. But he betrayed me because I wasn't in Nigeria anymore. He impregnated a lady.
Right.
Thank God for my neighbor, because somebody that I know that let me know about it, that my brother helped me to find out, and it was true. So
Mhm.
after I was so angry, and along the line, I have a guy that my cousin in Lagos was introducing to me. So this guy, we've been chatting, talking to each other, but I never really, because I didn't have any feeling for him yet then, because I'm still with my boyfriend. So, but after my boyfriend did everything, make me angry, and everything happened, I changed my mind that I'm not going to be with him anymore. And along the line, my mom pressure on me, and I love my mother so much.
Right.
So, because I'm the first daughter, I have four brothers before me.
Mhm.
So my sister has already given birth to her third child, and you know the situation of our mom at home. So when my sister gave birth to the second one, oh, your sister have a second child now. The third one, that was when the frustration got more increase on me. I couldn't
Right.
hold it anymore. Then I started thinking about it. That okay, but then I see this guy, that's my husband now, becoming serious, but I never met him before physically. We're just introduced with each other. But due to the way we chat, when I got caught up, as in I put my boyfriend, the one that cheated on me, aside, then I concentrate on him in order to talk to him and see the kind of person he is. To cut the story short, we know each other like a year and 5 months later, we got married 2022. I traveled to Nigeria. We have our wedding. So after we arrived to Canada, because I used to listen to your program, actually. After I arrived, I listened to more of this, how you see a red flag from man, whatever. So I, during that period of our wedding, there are some things that happened. I discovered this guy because he thought, because I arrived from Canada, maybe I supposed to be the one to take care of the wedding. I've already started spending money even before I arrived to Nigeria.
Did you
But
meet him before the wedding, or you just met him the first time and you got married?
I didn't meet him to be sincere, I didn't
Physically.
meet him before the wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I traveled home, there's some money I saved with him after I already sent money to be getting some stuff and what. But I just noticed maybe he thought because I come from Canada, I'm a single mom here, strongly for myself. I'm the only one paying my bill, everything. I have a daughter to take care of. So maybe because he thought I arrived from Canada, that is most of our people mentality. So
Yeah.
maybe he was thinking that I have enough big money to take care of everything. So there's some money I saved with him. When I even asked from part of the money, it's very difficult for him to give to me.
Why did you
Well,
save money with him? Is it because you were planning a wedding? Was it for the wedding, or why? Or
for
you
the
didn't have
wedding.
anybody to save money, or you don't have a bank account in Nigeria?
Yeah, I don't have a bank account anymore. So I send some part of my money to my brother for assisting me in some area, which is due to my mom, my dad, and my family, to take care of them, because we did the wedding in Lagos, because we went to Keja for registry. So I don't want to travel to my village for the traditional. So we did everything in Lagos, because I have some part of my family right there in Lagos too. So I have to sponsor my family, my brothers, my mom, my dad down to Lagos. Many of them that came to Lagos, I sponsor them. So I send those money to my brother to help me out with. But when I was sending money for some stuff, so I just send those money together at once. You understand me? So my mind is, at least he have it with me. Then when I arrived to Nigeria, when my family arrived, I got an apartment, 3-bedroom apartment in like a full house that you got for like for your family. That's where my family from my village. That's where I got my mom, my dad, and my brother, my sister. They arrived. That's where we all stayed. So to cut the story short, we have the wedding actually. So after, when my parents, they stay with me because I spent a month in Nigeria. They stay with me for like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, so they have to go back because yeah, 2 weeks plus. So they have to go back home, and because it's close to when we need to leave Nigeria to
Mhm.
come back to Canada, because I
So,
traveled with
so
my
because
daughter.
sorry, I don't mean to be rude,
No,
identity,
no problem.
because we are talking about loneliness in marriage, and I feel like your story, I don't know if it's relating to loneliness.
He's relating to it. It's because I just want to start explaining it. So
Yeah,
let me just cut it
yeah,
short
just
now.
go to
After
the
I
chase.
arrived to Canada,
Yeah,
this is where my pain is really in now.
right.
A 4 months after I arrived to Canada, I lost my mom. She died.
Oh,
I'm
I'm so
still in
sorry.
that pain right now, but I'm just thanking God for. I'm trying to get myself out of it.
I'm really sorry.
And
Accept
now,
my condolence.
yeah, thank you, ma. And now, when I arrived to Canada, I always listen to that red flag of a teen from man because our wedding is when I met him physically the first time. So I purposely want to make it like a year after before I start his paper by like coming here. I have a reason of doing this because I want to know him more. You know, after that marriage, that is when we're going to have more calls, more like more close to each other. But along the line, within this 1 year, oh my goodness, I can find some red flag on it. And to cut the story short, right now, Auntie B, I can't lie to you because I'm
What's the
someone that
red flag? Tell us some of the
I'm a
red
very
flags.
emotional person. So
No,
right
tell us.
now, it's like
Hello,
that love is out of
identity.
me. Oh
Hello,
yeah,
can you
sorry.
hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
You said you found some red flags. Can you share some of them with us? Because red flag is broad. What do you mean?
Yeah, the red flag is I is someone that don't like to talk much, but whenever you like to discuss some things with him, he doesn't have time for that. And when I ask some question, he doesn't want to answer me. So, and I'm someone that I don't know how to keep something in my mind. I say it out when maybe you do something I don't like. I like to say it out to let
Right.
you know my mind. But
Yeah.
he's not going to. Even sometimes when I raise whatever I feel and or I see, he will not call me for days, for weeks.
So
And
that's silent
whenever,
treatment. It was giving you silent treatment over something.
yes,
Okay.
then whenever I now call, then I say, why are you doing this? Why are you like this? He will start giving an excuse, a lot of excuse. So to cut the story short, the problem right now is like that love is not in me anymore. I don't feel anything for him anymore. But we are married because
You
I
don't
started
feel the love
thinking if I
because of
bring
his
him
behavior.
over, am I not going to feel? Am I not going to face more of this when he finally arrived to Canada? I already started his paper though,
Is it
but
because of his behavior that you don't feel the love anymore?
yes, and he behaved a lot of it. I can't just explain all of it. And he's someone that he doesn't want you. Your opinion can never be up there. His opinion is final. You know, when you used to talk about the Nigeria man mentality, they are the head. It's like they are the head. You just have to give them that. I'm not saying it's wrong, but some of them they take it so high to the level like whatever happened between us, you just be the one to apologize, even if you are not the one that wrong. So a lot of all this, and me, I'm someone that I'm so emotional, and because of many of all this.
Mm,
I to be sincere, I now
mm.
feeling like I feel regret of doing everything I do, like
What do you
rushing
know
myself
about
into that marriage.
what do you know about this man that you married? Did you investigate? Did you find out anything about him? Because everything, according to what you said, is by phone. You guys were basically introduced and you were talking before
Yes,
you went.
we were, no, it's through my cousin. Is a friend to my cousin husband in Lagos, and I
Yeah,
knew them very well. They are very responsible people, a very
yeah,
responsible couple.
right.
So that is how I met him. Like I
So,
know him.
do you feel that the issue is an issue of compatibility, or is the long distance that is making the thing so
Yeah,
frustrating?
maybe the long distance is there, but if there are some things is not. I decide after our marriage that it's like I even without him coming completely down here, I already see some red flag in him. Like whenever we're having an argument, he just want me to be the one to apologize before he can say sorry. Oh my
Is
goodness,
he
it's going to be.
does he have a job, or is it how is he doing in terms of his career wise in Nigeria?
Yeah, he have a job. He's working.
Okay. So you were asking, you say you need some advice, right?
Yes, I don't know because right now, because of some things that happen, and it got to a stage I have to explain a lot of things to him. Then that was when it take him so long before he can even get back to me. He doesn't call. And I just try to use all those things to check, like to know the kind of person he is. Then I
Did you
see truly. Then
did you explain to him that Canada is not a bed of roses? You're struggling, like you are
I've
literally looking after yourself.
explained tired.
Okay,
Tired.
okay. So
I'm a
now,
very my life is a very simple life, but I don't like a situation whereby uh repeating something when someone made a mistake, you don't want to correct yourself, like you keep on doing that same thing. So right now, what is happening? I sometimes I ask God that God, I'm so sorry, but right now the love already is like the love is getting out of my mind. Like I'm not loving him anymore.
how old is your, you can give me the bracket if you don't want to give me the real age. Your child, how old is your child?
Oh, she's going to be 16 this year.
So okay, so she's a teenager. Okay.
Yeah.
Um wow, this one is really, really, it's
So
kind of,
I this is really bothering me a lot. I can't lie to you. I
yeah.
can't lie to you at all. This is bothering me. And even when he's working there, he requested for money sometimes that I'm really down. I did the one I can. I never let him down. I would send something to him. Then I will let him know, I don't have much with me. I'm the only one paying my bills here. So I even to his family. But what really happened here now, his family, they are very, very good to me. I can't lie to
Right.
you,
Yeah.
especially his mom.
Have you reported to them? Have you told his mom or any of the
Ah,
siblings about this behavior, or that
I
you're struggling with the relationship, the marriage?
I never did because I don't know how to explain to them.
You say you are very vocal, so it's by talking. That's how you explain.
Especially his mom. His mom is someone is she's like someone so emotional like me. The time we're having there's some argument, his mom asked me some question, but I don't know how to hide it, but I just give him some little explanation, but I don't want to go deep into it. You understand what I mean? Then I say, Mommy, I would just like if you can ask him yourself. Maybe he can explain some things to you. But when I call again, then the mom said, he told me he don't have any issue with you, he don't have any problem with you, that everything is fine. But now
Somebody
I
has
don't
read
know
my
what to
mind.
do.
Adetutu, somebody has read my mind. I think the problem with your marriage is, I'm just talking broadly. I don't know a lot of things, and I'm not a marriage counselor, so please take it, um just take it and think about it. Yeah, don't take it as somebody talking to you from a place of authority. Yeah, it's just advice based on the little you shared, right? And I don't expect you
Yeah,
to tell us everything that's happened. I think it's a foundation issue because both of you didn't really know each other.
yeah,
Okay, because when you are dating or you are friends and you are planning to date for marriage, that is the time you get to know one another in terms of behavior, character, values, what is important to the person, their principle, their goals in life, their aspiration, and all that. Long distance is hard. Do you know why? Because from long distance, it's only what the person tells you and what you tell the person about your situation. And another thing you need to know is that when you marry somebody who's never been abroad and you are coming from the abroad, you're going to Nigeria or anywhere in Africa, they think you have money, you are rich. Most people in Nigeria think that everybody in abroad is loaded, which is not the case. So, Beatrice just read my mind. If there's a way for you to, you know, put your daughter somewhere, if you've got friends or family that she can stay with, I think you should go to Nigeria and spend time with him. If I were you, I will go to Nigeria for maybe some couple of months before you
hmm,
even decide whether it's going to come or not, because this is, you need to date. I don't think you would. I think you guys were just talking. Next thing you married, and that marriage was too quick. You met somebody for the first. People do it, but it's a big risk. You're marrying somebody, you're seeing somebody for the first time, and you are getting married. It's a very big risk because you are strangers. You don't know each other, and now you are starting to find out, you know, who he is, and he's starting to find out who you are.
Well, we know each other more than a year, even though I didn't see
No,
him
you don't.
physically.
You were
But
talking. You
I
don't know each other.
never see any sign of
No, 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 no. I
after
let you see.
marriage is going to
Talking
be
on the
like this.
phone is not knowing each other. That's not how you know each other. You don't know each other. You are talking on the phone. Talking on the phone is not dating and knowing each other. So let me tell you something. If you spend 2 weeks with somebody, you will know the person. Or let's say you spend 1 month with somebody, you will know the person more than somebody that talk on the phone and date long distance for 1 year and you never met. Do you know why? Because it's not about what they are saying alone, it's what you are observing. Okay? It's also what you are seeing in terms of their interpersonal relationships, how they deal with other people, how his relationship with his family is. Do you understand?
Yeah.
How you fight. Did you fight all the time that you were talking? Did you have any disagreements?
Yes, we have.
You had disagreement before you go to Nigeria to
Oh
marry.
no, oh no. It's after I
Exactly.
arrived.
That's what I said. That's what I mean. So you don't really know each other. You didn't know each other. How
Ooh.
can you not quarrel? You date for 1 year and you didn't quarrel. Abba. No, that's not dating now. It's because it's long distance.
Um,
And people come with their expectations. That's what I was saying. When I started this show, I talked about expectations that we have. The brother has expectation, and I'm not saying he's a bad person, and I'm not saying, the marriage is not going to work. Okay, distance is difficult. But everybody has expectations, and maybe now you are feeling let down because you feel like, oh, this is not how I thought it was. And he is feeling, oh, this is not how I thought she was. So it's only spending time together, because it's like putting you guys married before you dated. You were only talking. Now you have to date to know each other before you can make any
y-
decision.
yeah, I understand the comment like maybe spending time with him.
You have to
But
spend time with him.
okay, when I see all this everything started, because you remember I said I wanted to wait like for after a year, then just because of to see some things to maybe before
You can't
starting
see
this paper.
anything from living abroad,
But
my dear sister. You
but it's
can't.
not going to be easy for me to travel to leave my job. I'm the only
Yeah,
one. You know how we live here. I'm
yeah,
the
I know.
only one paying my bills. I have a
Yeah,
child to take care of, all those.
yeah,
Then I change it. Instead of me going home, even when I have a vacation at work, it's only 2 weeks, right? But
right.
to make it easier, he can come for visit. Then I started, then I explained to him, well, I want him to come for visit. So he agreed with me. And I talked to someone to help out with this. This
Yeah,
is the funniest part of it now. When everything is already done, just the visa fee to pay. He
yeah.
just changed his mind that he's not interested. Like all those documents those people prepared is like fake. He doesn't really believe on it. And these people they are the one doing my mom and my dad visa before my mom late.
So he's saying he
So
doesn't want to come to Canada anymore.
no, not that I don't want to come. But he don't want to come for the visit. He just changed everything. Like, oh, he said, try to understand me. All the documents they help him to, the people that are doing it. I asked him to, if you have an idea to do it himself. There was a guy I spoke with, so the guy that's the guy that I fixed my mom and my dad. Like before I wanted to bring my mom and my dad down to Canada here, but as I said, just after 4 weeks, after 4 months of my wedding, my mom late. So, and everything have to go down, but I'm prepared. My
Somebody,
dad visa is still
somebody's
there.
saying that. Sorry, somebody's
So
saying that
I'm just,
he doesn't
instead
want
of
the
me
visa.
going, it's not going to be easy for me to leave my work. I want
I
him to come
understand. I
over,
understand. Is it
but
that he
he's
doesn't
not
want to
taking
give?
it serious.
Hold on, Adetutu. You need to, first of all, I think you need to go and work on your emotions. I know you are frustrated and you are probably
Yes.
upset, but you said that you are emotional. You are emotional. When you are overly emotional, it can affect your relationships as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So perhaps you need to go and work on your emotions as well. Okay. Because the
Okay.
way you are talking now, okay, I can see that you feel frustrated, you're angry, and your voice is a little bit high.
I'm sorry that I
No,
have a
no, no, no,
loud
no, no,
voice.
No, you don't need to be sorry.
I
It's
have a
okay.
loud voice. I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, you see, if you talk to him like this, he's gonna feel disrespected as well. Okay? Because he's gonna feel like this one that she's already talking to me like this. If I come to Canada, she's gonna turn me to Beudani. You know that kind of a thing. Nigerian men they are very, very proud. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you need to maybe go and have a think about it. You might need to work on yourself. Thank God for that our sister Blessing, the first person that called, talked about self-reflection. She talked about how she had to look inwards and how she was able to fix her marriage because she looked inward. Sometimes the other person is not always the problem. Oh, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to calm down, please. Calm down and have a self-reflection about it and have a sit down with him, talk to him without being overly emotional, shouting or making him feel like, oh, I'm doing all this. And the issue of money, are you sending money quite a lot or is he asking for money?
Yeah. Whenever I ask for money, I give it to him.
You
But I
shouldn't be
send
asking.
money like every 2 months to his mom.
Yeah, okay. I don't know whether you should be sending money like that because like you said, you are struggling. So you shouldn't be sending money like that. I don't, because you need to be careful. So, I always believe that you shouldn't start what you cannot finish. Stop giving him money. He's your husband. Why are you giving him money? You can occasionally if there is a need, but it's not that you should put him on salary. He's the
No,
one
I
that
didn't
should
put.
take care of you.
Nah, to be sincere, I didn't put him on salary. But whenever he asks, I give it to him. But even though he asks
You
if I
shouldn't be
can
asking him
afford the
for money.
amount, I give
I
him the
never
one I
understand why
can
men
give.
ask women for money. I never ever understand it.
I never fight him, to be sincere. When I discover it's not easy for me to travel because of my job, and then that's why I make the decision. We talk to each other. We talk. And I was the one
Do
that
you have
spent all
the
the money. I
I
was the
didn't
one that spent all the money to start the visa and
yeah.
everything. And at the
And you
end,
paid for
just
the
the
wedding. Did
final
you pay
thing
for the
to
whole
pay for the
wedding?
visa, he just changed his mind. It's like he's not interested coming.
Hold on a minute. Did you pay for the wedding completely or did he contribute?
He contribute, but like I said, I contribute more.
Okay, so a lot of people in the comment section are telling you to stop sending money. Please stop. You
Okay,
need to
ma'am.
stop sending him money. Because again, if you keep sending him money, you are teaching him again to have this expectation. He's a man. You are married now, you are his wife. If he cannot send you money because of exchange rate or whatever, or he doesn't have a good job, then you are managing yourself. Do you know what I think? Did you
Yeah,
guys have a premarital counseling before you got married?
yeah, with it, but just like some days, not really long.
Not the
I
church
just
one, no. Not church one.
Yeah, not church one. We have it. I said we have our registry at Ikeja, so it used to be organized there, but you pay for it if you are interested. Then you have some counseling for some days before your registration,
No,
before the wedding.
that's not enough. I'm going to recommend that you contact Dr. Shola. Okay?
Okay, okay,
You
ma.
know Dr. Shola Adeoye.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know him. Ah,
No,
how can you not know Dr. Shola now? Everybody know Pastor
right there in
Shola.
Nigeria, or
He's in Houston, Texas with you there.
oh,
Pastor
okay.
Shola,
Oh yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know him. Now I
please
understand what you mean. Yeah, I know
contact
him.
him. It's
I
six
used to
hundred
watch his
dollars he
program
charges.
too.
Yeah, he charges $600. Go and pay it and do some counseling, please.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to go counseling because I
But
think
now that he just suddenly changed his mind that he's not coming. So what am I going to do?
that's what I'm telling you. This is what the counselor is going to fix. Okay?
Okay.
You need that now. You need a third party. You need a counselor between the two of you. So, Dr. Shola, I hear it's $1,000. That's okay. Find the money because you need to get to the root of the issues and you need a third party, not family, not friends. A neutral person who is experienced. Pay for it, get him into counseling so that you can trash out these issues, so that you will know whether to continue or not. That is the only way.
Because thank you so much, ma. Because that's where the problem is right now. Is like the love is falling out of my heart. Like I'm just like I don't like I'm just feeling like regret. Why did I do this? But it's like I don't want to put the blame on my mom because she's late now. I don't want to put the blame on her.
It's
But
okay.
truly, I really want to make my mom happy because she said a word that the only thing that can make me to come to Canada with you
It's
is
when
when
you're
I want to
married.
come and take care of my grandchild here. So that's
Oh,
good.
I'm
That's why
sorry.
I did this, but I started blaming myself because of this now. Like, why did I push myself? It's like I was the one that forced myself into this
It's
because
okay.
it's like my opinion never have anything to do with him. There was a time I sent a voice recording crying like this. Why don't you want to consider me? Did you have any feeling at all?
Yeah, it's
This
okay.
year
Does
make
he
it
have any
2 good
children?
years here now. So it's like the love is just falling out of me. I'm someone that if my mind just if I just made up my mind, I may just and I'm no more interested. But
Yeah,
because his
no.
family is very, very nice, they are very
Yeah,
nice to me, especially his
yeah.
mom.
And
She's so
the thing is
lovely to
that
me. But now
that
I'm just thinking, even if it finally come to Canada, am I not going to face some pain here,
problems.
go
Yes.
through some
Mhm.
some problem
You need
because I
you
stayed
need
many years
confidence.
without being with any man. This is my first time getting married because
Yeah.
I stayed many years even without having any man in my life,
Yeah.
which
And
I
then
never regret. I
another
feel
thing is
so
that
fine with me like that.
another thing you're not taking into consideration. You are still grieving for your mom. Okay. And that can also mess with your emotions as
Yeah,
well.
that make it pain me so much that because my mom is the four after God, my mom is the second to me that I
So
pour out she's a
so
lovely mother. I pour out my mind to. She can give me some advice, but she's not there to help me. She's
it's
not there
okay.
anymore.
It's
Those is
okay.
really giving me some pain in my.
It's okay. YouTube unfortunately does not allow cries. I'm sorry, my darling. Okay. I'm really, really sorry. Please accept my condolence. So there's a lot going on now with you, Adetutu. First of all, you married out of pressure, which is not only you, my dear. We've been there. I know exactly how you feel trying to please your mom. When your mom start to pressure you to marry, I experienced it. And I think I shared the story here before. So, and now that you've gone to enter this marriage of long distance, that you guys don't know each other. It was just a marriage of, okay, let me please my mom. You thought you have feelings, for him, you have love, and now he's feeling like the love is not there anymore, right? And then
Yeah,
on top of
it's
it, to
not
add
because
salt to
of
his
those
injury, your
character,
mom is
those
not
some of
even
his
there.
behavior. It won't happen this way, but it's just because of all those things coming out now. It's like, and that's why I started blaming myself. That it's like I was the one that, even then, I was the one that feel that love. Maybe you don't really feel it
No,
in him. I don't know.
I don't think you should lose hope yet, okay? I think you are dealing with a lot of emotions and trauma at the moment because of the loss of your mom. So
Yes.
please, you need to get a therapist or a counselor into this situation, okay?
Okay.
They're going to help you with clarity to see what is going wrong, and they
Okay.
will speak to him. He will be able to open up to a man. That's why I sent you to Dr. Shalak, okay?
Okay.
uh He will open up. Men do open up to one another, all right?
Okay.
So he will be able to open up to Pastor Shola and say, this is what Adetutu is doing that I don't like, and all that. And then Pastor Shola will be able to cancel both of you. And
Okay,
then,
ma.
you will know how to proceed. If
All
at the
right.
end of the day, and, it's something he says he's not interested, he doesn't want to come, life goes on, unfortunately. But
Okay.
I don't think you are there yet. I think you have a lot going on now that you need to deal with in terms of the loss of your mom and everything. So please just go on it. I don't know. Are you on any social media? You can reach Dr. Shala on.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
on
send you his number.
Instagram,
Do you want me to send you his
WhatsApp.
number? I can put his number in the comment section. I'll put it in the comment section. Just take it
Okay.
down and WhatsApp
Okay.
him. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he's a friend of Obodo. Is our friend
I
here.
know
So
I know him very well. I used to listen to his message too.
yeah, yeah. So I'll put his number here. Just WhatsApp him, okay? And
Okay.
book a counseling and get that man into a counseling room. And I pray that God will help you to see clarity
Amen.
and resolve everything. Okay, just take it easy. It's gonna be all right. Okay, don't give up yet.
All
Okay,
right. All right.
just don't give up yet. Be strong, and God is gonna be with you. Okay.
Amen. Thank you so
All right.
much. God
All right,
bless you.
darling.
God
Take
bless every Obodo family.
care. Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, bye.
Okay. Take care. Oh, poor lady. It's not easy. Oh. This marriage of a thing. Let me put Dr. Shola. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Why I'm putting Dr. Shola's number here for Adetutu to see and copy it down, contact him. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Victor Ring, I did bring you into the studio before. You didn't hear me. I hope you can hear me now. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself. Victorine. Oh, okay. Let me go to a lightning. A lightning, please unmute yourself. Welcome.
Hello, Auntie B. Thank you for
Hi,
having
darling.
me. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Welcome.
having me. I just hope everything is good with you. Thank you again for giving us this platform to be able to speak. But before I start, I just wanted to empathize with the last caller. I see you. I feel your pain.
Mhm.
I see you. I see you. Now, I want to talk about personal, from my personal perspective, about loneliness in marriage.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've told you this a few times before. I was married before,
Mm.
um, with my first husband. We got married quite young, so um, I was like, we met at 19, and we were married. I was married by 21. He was 24 when we got married.
Mm-hmm.
Now, at that time, we were both growing, I would say, but we're growing at our own rates.
Right.
Okay. He was
Mm-hmm.
growing in a sense that he was becoming more mature. He was becoming, I would say, quote unquote, the man of the house. Again, I was becoming more mature myself and becoming the woman of the house. Now, my thought about marriage was that we're in this for both of us. So my thought was I was building this home for us and our children. Whereas retrospectively, I can see now that maybe his intention was he needed somewhere, he liked that security where there was somewhere where he could come and sleep and eat and then go about his business.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was acceptable for me then because I did not know any better. I thought that's how life is. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have much exposure. I was working. We both lived in the UK. I didn't have much exposure, so I was happy. I would go to work. My life was I would go to work. I come back home. Um, we would, if I thought he was at home, we would spend time together. If he was not at home, well, that's life. And
Mm-hmm.
then it wasn't. I really didn't demand much from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Now, and then when it came to like doing things as a family, he would go about his business. And if I had a holiday or something I wanted to go, he wasn't really interested in that. So I was happy going by myself. Now, when it started becoming where we started having children, and
Yeah.
it was quite taxing to the relationship. And
Yeah.
I needed that support from him. And my needs started changing. I started demanding more of his presence. And
Right.
then in that aspect as well, I started going out more, meeting other moms out there and seeing other relationships and saying, okay, you can actually have a relationship where your husband supports you.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband is present. If you have an issue with anything, you can actually speak to your partner. So I started trying to implement that in our relationship, but it wasn't working because he had lived so long with me not demanding much. So when I started asking for a presence, he
Yeah.
wasn't going to be with it. Now, it was somewhere where I was building that resentment. Again, this is retrospective reflection. I
Yeah.
was building that resentment. And when it came for time to address it, it burst.
Yeah.
That dam burst and it overflew.
Overflow.
Yeah.
You've been keeping it for too long.
Oh my God. It was terrible. Like we were like cat and mouse. Now
Yeah.
there were two children involved. And then added to that, he had completely checked out. There was a communication block between us
Yeah.
because I'm trying to say, look, I want us to have a family. I want this, and he was more interested in them streets. He wanted to go out there, and then there was this whole thing of traveling back home. That is a big thing, and
Yeah.
I personally now see that as a red flag
Right.
because he would put so much effort when he was traveling back home because he knows he's going to go and fool one stupid girl back there. The girl
Mm-hmm.
would treat him like a king. He will have his liaison with her and come back and do all this. The marriage did break down in so many ways.
Yeah.
And I was so, so lonely.
Hmm.
My self-esteem was at zero. I was internalizing everything. That is why the previous caller really, really, I really say I see you because
Mm-hmm.
it heightens so much vulnerability. You start
I love
looking
that.
at
I really, really
yourself.
love that when you said I see you.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people feel unseen, and there's nothing as lonely as when you don't feel
eggs,
seen by
eggs.
the
Yeah,
one person that matters the most in your life.
exactly. It did not matter who
Mm,
spoke to me, who told me how wonderful I looked. It did not come from him.
mm,
That was a problem. I was
mm,
extremely lonely. And then
mm.
added to that, there was intimacy issues. We didn't carry well. It came up to about
Kerewa.
two
Yeah,
and a half years. We
yeah.
didn't carry well. It just break. Like I said, the breakdown just started from there, and we did not look back. At
Two
the
and a
end
half
of the day,
years of living together.
we
Were
were
you
living
sleeping in the
together.
same room on the same
We
bed and there was
on
no
the
care?
same bed. If at all, there was a time if I attempt to do anything, Auntie B, what did I not do? Ah,
Mm.
I tried, Sha. I will go and wax. I will go to the gym. I will do this one. Is there no makeup tutorial I did not know on YouTube now? I
Hmm.
was looking well. But if I made an attempt, he will go and bring the baby and put between us.
Eh?
Oh,
You
yes.
said
He will go
he,
and bring the baby.
it's mothers that usually do that. He will go and bring your baby to put in between
Put
us.
between us, yes.
Into, Yee.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how it was. And I
Brother
would
Ben,
also
thank you
say,
so much for that super chat. I do appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Hmm.
yeah,
Wow.
I would also say to this lady, as much as the family loves you, you are not married to the family.
Thank you. I like
You are
that.
married to him.
Because most times when the way she kept saying that, I'm not saying that the mother-in-law doesn't love her. Oh.
Oh no,
We've had stories on this platform. Hey,
I
Oluwa
know.
Biko.
I
What
mean,
have we not heard on this platform?
one
Where
of,
they
well,
are
I would say,
all, if God, I'm not saying this is a Mongopa, God forbid, let him not be a
hmm,
Mongopa.
yeah.
Because God knows that Adetutu needs some joy in her life. I haven't lost her mom. I lost my mom 15 years ago, and it still hurts like
Oh
hell
yes,
today. So I pray he's not a Mongo Park, but we've known Mongo Parks who their mothers, their siblings, all of them were involved in the charade.
yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
in that family, I mean, up till now, we're not married, but I'm still very good friends with his sister because we had such a good relationship. And we
Yeah.
were like, we thought alike, we think alike. So we got on very well. But at the end of the day, it took me to realize that, look, it is not, I'm not married to anybody but him. So if he
Yeah.
doesn't want to make that effort, then the marriage is not going to work.
BBY said the mom would be nice since you gave her money. There's nobody you give money in Nigeria that will not be nice
It
to
will not
you.
be nice.
Mhm,
Absolutely. But
mhm.
then this family, they were not in Nigeria. They were all in the UK.
Okay, so the issue of lack of career is something we've discussed severally on this platform, but it's a real thing.
Oh, it is.
Like there are a lot of people that are married that they don't have career for
Mhm,
whatever reason. If
mhm.
a man is healthy and he has no health issues, a heterosexual man that still like women, and he's married to a woman and not having career with her, chances are he's having career with someone outside.
Yeah, yeah. That it was very, very likely that he was. I mean, um, there was a time I started thinking maybe he has a problem. He has VD or ED. So I said, "Oh, let's go see the GP." And he was like, "No, he doesn't have any problem." And it was not that he was refusing that he doesn't have any problem. It was like his ego is hurt.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, okay, let me pray for my husband. Let me stand by him. Let me see. Maybe if we do this, we do that, things might work out. But then what break me was this man was carrying on with his preference.
What do you mean?
He was carrying on with the women that he liked, which
Oh, okay.
wasn't me.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, there was no fixing that one. I'm not to say Adetutu's marriage will not be fixed, but
Yeah.
that was my own situation. There
Your
was no
situation. Yeah,
fixing.
you are talking about yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nneka, thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, my darling. God bless you. This is a much needed conversation. Somebody in the comment section was saying I should do a video on how to live a marriage if somebody is not happy. Hey,
No,
let them
Auntie
come
B, they
for
will
me.
drag you.
Please, oh, They're already saying it's me that is teaching women how to live marriage.
No, no,
Let me
no, no,
come and
no,
tell
no,
them
no.
steps.
Auntie B, I will tell you this. There is no person that would tell somebody how
How
or
to
when
live.
to live a
Yeah,
marriage.
you
It
know
is
when you're
you.
from the school.
Well,
Oh,
yes, it is. It
even
is.
brothers when they want to
Yes,
leave. It starts with this emotional disconnect, right?
yes, yes.
But over time, you just leave.
You just
Because
go.
that's why I say, this conversation on Sunday, I'm going to have a show about Jackpa marriage. We've been
Mhm.
talking a lot about Jackpa marriage, where
Yes.
a lot of people on social media are saying, well, they're happy in Nigeria. Their marriage is working in Nigeria. The ones they Jackpa, the marriage breaks. I say, no.
The marriage wasn't
They are
working. I'm
living
sorry.
together in Nigeria, but they were disconnected.
Yes.
Do you understand? Before people actually leave marriages, they've left that marriage emotionally for years.
Yes. Yes. Auntie B, you didn't see this woman that was thanking her ex-husband that made her japa to find her soulmate.
I saw it. I saw it.
That was so funny.
Hey, my dear.
So yeah. I mean that was my own experience, and I would again, I would not put everything on him. It just broke down, and there was no building it. Now, I am married now again, but then going into this marriage, when you set your needs and your desires and what you want from the onset, from the go, it's a lot more better. So everybody knows each other's expectations. You don't
Absolutely.
just, because as a young woman you marry for love, and love
Yeah.
doesn't keep a marriage,
Oh,
unfortunately.
love. Love is good. Love is
It's
sweet.
sweet, so it's
The month
sweet,
of
but it
love is
doesn't keep a
Valentine next
marriage.
week. Women love love.
Oh, we
Sissy, don't you
do.
love love? Uzo, we love love.
We
Monica,
do.
hey,
We
we love
like
love.
love. I love
Love is
love, sir.
sweet.
Ah. But when
Oh
my
my
money
God.
enter, love is sweeter.
When money enter, it's even
Love is
better.
sweeter.
Yes, so
Anyhow, yeah, that was just my 2 cents, Auntie B.
thank
Thank you so
you.
much for having me.
Thank you so much. I like what you said about when you set your expectation, because what, if you've been in a marriage and it fails,
Yeah,
learn from it and
yeah,
hopefully you do better in the
yeah,
next one.
yeah.
And PK always says something. PK said that it is a woman that teaches a man how to treat her.
Oh, yes.
But you have to learn that over time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And women usually feel like, no, let me not say anything. If I say anything now,
Hmm.
no, no. But men are very, very intentional, and men usually, they will tell you up front. Men are transactional when it comes to marriage or
Yeah,
relationships. They
yeah,
go for what they want. You
yeah,
see that person that has a spare room that want to give it out. Told you I have a spare room. Let's look at men. I like the way the mind of men works. I wish what more women think like men will have less problems.
yeah.
I have a spare room. Do you want it? I'll give it to you free. All you need to do is to know how to cook and be God-fearing. That is a man for you.
Mm-hmm.
That is, he said it. You see, women, a woman will go to that guy's DM, yeah, and say, oh, okay, I live in that area. Can I have the room? I'll cook, I'll do it. But she's already thinking, my gender, I know us very well. They're already thinking, okay, maybe if I cook very well, he will marry me. He never
Yeah.
told you he was going to marry you. Oh. He never told you are going to date. He just said, cook and
Mm-hmm.
stay in my room. She'll start plotting in her mind that, okay, if I play my cards right, maybe if I respect him, women, we always don't express what we need,
That is
maybe
so
because of
true.
the way we were brought up,
Yeah.
and we think these things in our head, and we think we can change people. No, you
And
can't.
to be, that is such a brilliant thing you have just said, because this meekness that is taught to us by our parents,
Hey,
we go into marriage with being meek and being quiet. Oh no, respect your husband. I mean, I went into a marriage and I knew what I wanted, but I was not brave enough to say what I wanted. So I let this is me in reflection. I let him just do what he wanted to do. So when I started asking for what I wanted, he was not ready to give it. So if we had gone into this marriage with both our eyes opened, it would have worked.
yeah.
So yeah.
As much as a man is upfront with what he expects, women need to be upfront.
Absolutely.
Okay? Speak it, say it. This is what I expect. This is what I want.
Yeah.
There's no shame in it.
Have you noticed, and to be let me just say this, it's the last thing before I leave. I mean, when growing up, obviously, when you grow up, you have this classmates or these friends that are more outgoing. They have more experience. They have met more men. Do you notice that they are the ones that end up with the best partners?
Absolutely. We always talk about it here now. Church girls. Remember the show we did about church girls finishing last? The ones that married
Exactly.
as virgin.
Thank you.
They finish last because let me not see anything.
You go with that meekness. You say, "No, I will pray for my husband. I will stand by my husband." And look at what we are. We end up with the chaffs.
Yeah, you see, more and more unfortunate, and it's not even unfortunate. I think it's better that way because in this day and age, thank you, Unlimited Grace, for that super chat. She said, "Thank you, Auntie B, for the platform. You keep healing the brokenhearted." Oh, that's such a thing to say.
Amen, Sha.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your kind words and the super chat. God bless you, Unlimited Grace. So, more and more marriages are like partnership, especially in the abroad. Okay. Because I don't see any woman that will come to the abroad and you come and lie down and be sleeping and waiting, like Nigeria, where the dynamics of marriage is, some marriages are completely different. So if you are going into a business partnership, I know it's not business because we are talking about emotions, we are talking about humans, feelings, relationship, but you got to negotiate.
Yeah.
You must negotiate. Men are good at negotiating, but women don't want to negotiate. And then when we get into it, we start feeling frustrated. Oh, no, this is not what I thought. Like Professor Dorcas was crying throughout that film. Oh, God didn't tell me that. God didn't show me that. This is not what God told me. No, God told you. We're not listening.
Yeah.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You too.
Lovely as ever to talk to you. Have a good
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Okay, we're getting to the end of the show now. How are you guys? I hope you are good. If you've not liked this video, you've sinned. It's a sin you've committed today. You have sinned if you don't like this video because this is so powerful what people are sharing about their own personal experiences. We love the human experience here. That's why people come here, because they know it's a safe place where they can share their vulnerability and they talk about, their own journey for other people to learn. So you that is here listening and you are not liking the video or giving all this a thumbs up, it's not good enough. Linda, your connection is not good. Victorine, you've come in so many times and I still can't hear you. Can you try again? Let me see if I can hear you. Yeah? You are in the studio now with two devices.
Can you hear me?
Finally. Okay. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi, Auntie B.
Hello, darling.
Hi, Obodo fam. I've been your fan subscriber for I think since 2018.
Thank you, my love.
Yeah. I am in school now. I want to be like you. I want to be a social worker.
Are you in the UK or where are you?
No, I'm in the US.
Ah, fantastic.
Yeah, I live in Maryland.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I come from Cameroon.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
And my husband is from Togo.
Okay.
Yeah, good, so I think at one point I kind of accept my fault, that it was my fault getting married to my husband, because I feel like I made a big mistake. When I say I made a big mistake is because we didn't date, as some people were asking if we dated before marriage. We did not. We saw each other in school. Then after that, I think it was like 6 months. He kept calling me. At that point, I moved to another state. Then he kept communicating with me. So when I returned back from that other state to Maryland, that's when I then finally come to see where he was living. Right. So from there, we started a relationship, but we didn't really know each other because I went back again to that state that I was living in. So I stayed there for 2 years before I came back. So from that time, we were just communicating. And I would say he was sweet at that time. Yeah, maybe that was the problem, but it was over the phone. It was not like we were with each other. So there were times that I came to Maryland and I was strict too with myself. I would stay somewhere. I didn't want to stay at his house because I was telling him that he has to marry me before we can even get pregnant or have sex or anything. So he was pursuing me also. He was the one. So because I was strong too at that time. So finally, when everything was done, and I say, okay, let me try my luck and see if this can work. So I accepted him, and not that long, like 2 weeks. How many weeks? I got pregnant with my first daughter. He very soon he will be 13 years now, and my second daughter will be 11 next month.
Right.
So they are 2 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
So for all these years, Auntie B, I have struggled a lot with my husband. When I say struggle a lot in this marriage, I have struggled. When I say struggle, it's communication. He
Right.
doesn't communicate. I am the only one that communicate, and it look like I am the only one that sees problem in our marriage. He doesn't
Right.
see it. He is a very quiet person. He
Yeah.
is very quiet when it comes to our marriage, but he
Yeah.
would talk to his family or to friends. He would
Mhm.
laugh with them over the phone. But in the house with me, we just say hi to each other. If at all we say something, I'm the only one that always initiate communication. I will
Right.
always say something. Then I will ask him that why is it that he always look unhappy? I don't
Yeah.
like this. I am a social person.
Yeah.
I like to laugh. I like to say funny things and laugh. But my husband, Auntie B, he always look very sad. I don't know what is going on. I don't know if that is just him, because I have asked his family to see what is going on, and they told me that, oh, that is how he is. He is that type of a person. He is so quiet. But I say that, but he has met somebody. We live in the house, two of us. We have to
Yeah.
compromise. He have to change
Yeah.
his attitude a little bit. He has
Yeah.
to change his ways a little bit. And to be
Mhm.
that man don't shake. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't change. When it comes to finance to take care of the house, no, I will give it up to him. And to be, he take care of the house financially. He does
That's good.
everything with the bills, everything. And I
That's
will
good.
not lie to you. He love his girls. I have two girls. He love his
Right.
girls. He will do
Yeah.
anything for them. But when
So
it comes to me and her and him, it's always a problem. As the other
so
caller said, if I dress, I am a very beautiful lady. I can dress and do anything. Since I know my husband, he will never say you are beautiful. Your dress
yeah.
look good.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I love when you compliment me. I love to be loved. I love
Yeah.
to be pampered. And I tell
Yeah.
him, Auntie B, it's not like I don't communicate with my husband and I tell
Yeah.
these problems. I
Mhm.
tell everything until I am tired of talking to him.
Telling him.
And
Yeah.
I have initiated divorce so many times. Then
No,
I'm thinking that, oh, maybe when I will say it, then he will lay back and think about it.
you are
This man
initiating
doesn't change.
divorce because he doesn't compliment you and doesn't talk and laugh with you.
No, it's not like that. It's like, okay, there are certain things. Okay, I said that, oh, can we go out? Can
Mm-hmm.
we do this? He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to. We
Yeah,
don't
but
go out. But I will. At one point, I did it. I say, okay, let's go to this so and so restaurant. I went. We went together, and I paid the bill. I pay the
so
bill. I pay. Yeah, and I
so
didn't have any problem with that.
hold on,
Yeah,
Victorine. Yeah, I
yeah.
get what you're saying. It seems like your personality are completely different. You
Mm-hmm,
sound like a very bubbly, happy, go-lucky person who likes to laugh, hang out, socialize. And he
mm-hmm,
sounds the way you described him is a very
mm-hmm,
quiet and reserved man. So
mm-hmm,
different personality. But you
mm-hmm.
know what? There's
Mhm,
beauty in people having different personalities. You can
mhm,
complement one another. And
mhm,
you say, that he loves his family, he's paying all the bills, he loves
mhm,
his girls. So that is a very, very good, strong point.
mhm,
So I don't think he's a bad person or
mhm.
that he doesn't love you. It's just that let me look at it from a cultural aspect. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not from you say he's from Togo, right?
Yeah.
So from a cultural perspective from all Africa that I know, Sarah, thank you so much for that super chat. She said this topic is very vital because it affects the victim's mentality and emotional, which can lead to many unforeseen consequences. Thank you so much, Auntie B. God bless you, my darling. Thank you. So, Victorine,
Yes, Auntie B.
the way a lot of our African men were raised, they were raised not to give compliments, not to be affectionate. So what I hear you saying from what you've narrated is that you lack affection and romance.
Yeah, I like it. I want it.
You want it, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't get it
So
from him.
you're
Yeah, I
trying to
beg
get it
him.
from
He
him, you are
doesn't
not
give
getting
me.
it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very, I'm not going to say that your point is not valid or it's not enough for people have left marriages for less reason. But you know what? I think
Yeah.
it's a problem that can be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
It can. So you've tried to talk to him,
Yeah.
to say, communicate
Mm-hmm.
with me. I like to laugh. I like you to compliment me. You don't do any of those things because it
Yeah.
wasn't taught and you are trying to teach him and he's not learning. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you
he's
can
not
get him to
learning.
learn from someone else. Do you know that?
Say that again.
You can get him to learn from someone else.
What do you mean?
Therapy.
Okay, I have tried. Do I go to therapy by myself or do I go with him? Because I've said that, okay, let's go to counseling. He doesn't want to go. So I say, okay, do I do it on myself and work on myself, then come back to him and see
Yeah.
if it will work? Then I'm
So
praying too. I've been praying. I pray that
yeah,
maybe
prayer
one
is
day
good.
he will change. Yeah,
So
I'm praying. I don't stay without praying.
yeah, prayer is good. Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I like the fact that, you've not said anything that strikes me as a red flag, like he's a bad person. It's just personality clash. Because
Yeah.
he's
No,
not
no,
loving
he's
you
not
the
a
way
bad
you want
person.
to be
He's not a
loved.
bad person. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just I just feel like maybe we are not compatible,
In terms of
Auntie
your
B. Yeah, it
personality.
look like
Yeah.
I am very strong when it comes to social life or
Mm,
any other thing. When it comes to my school or my work, I am very strong. But the other thing, I am very family oriented.
yeah.
I take good care of my family. I take good care of everybody. And he knows that. And as I told you, I have completed divorce so many times with him. And to tell you the truth, he doesn't want me to leave. He has begged me indirect that I should not leave.
I think he's a
And I
good
just
person.
laugh. I just
He's a
laugh
good
because he
person.
know that I am worthy. And I told him that the day I leave, he will regret.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think you should. From everything you said so far, I don't know
yeah,
everything about your marriage, but I
yeah.
don't think there's any red flag that should warrant you initiating a divorce, my dear. Okay? It's just a
Uh-huh.
little tweak of, personality he needs. If you
Mm-hmm.
can't do it, there are people that are trained to do it. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are counselors. This is their
Mm-hmm.
job. Okay?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
that
I
was
said,
the last straw. That's the last thing I say. Maybe I will get to a counselor and
yeah,
see what I can
yeah,
do.
you
Yeah.
need so the way
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was recommending Dr. Shola, because
Mm-hmm.
he will usually start the counseling section with you. Okay,
Okay.
he
Mm-hmm.
will start it with you because you sound like a strong, powerful, assertive woman, who knows what she wants to go for it. But everything you've told us,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's a bad person, or he loves his family, he loves you. He doesn't just know how to communicate it, and he needs to
Mm-hmm.
learn it.
Mm-hmm.
And a good therapist can teach him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what I thought, that maybe I need to go for
Yeah.
therapist.
How how about, if you don't mind me asking, is
Mm-hmm.
Kerewa good? Is it steady?
No, yeah, I would say Kerewa is good, and is sometime it will be like maybe 2 weeks, but it will be on my own side because sometimes I don't feel it down there and I don't want to do anything. But whereas for him, he like it. Yeah. So I would say it's not bad. That's what I was telling
You mean
I
like
was saying.
2 weeks? You don't Kerewa in 2 weeks, and you feel
Yeah,
that we
but
don't know.
it will be on me. It will be me because maybe I'm not feeling well down there, something like that. I don't feel like having. Sometimes I'm just in the mood where I don't want to do anything. But for him, he doesn't have any problem. Yeah.
So I
So
often tell
it's not
brothers
any
here.
problem with that.
Yeah, so I tell brothers here quite a lot. Any
Mhm.
man who's here that listen to me know that I tell them that the way women receive love is by meeting their emotional needs. You need to know the woman's love language. What is her love language? So for Victorine, your love language is quality time. Your love
Yeah.
language is maybe words of affirmation, you know, is spending time together, somebody that will compliment you and make you feel good. And that is the
Yeah.
only thing that is but
Yeah,
you
that's all I want. That's all I want, Auntie B. I don't want that much. I am a strong woman. As I told you, I work hard for my money. I do everything and I take good care of myself. And I will do anything for my family. Yeah.
yeah, I think you
Yeah.
have a
I
good
just
man.
want that love. Yeah. Coming from my own husband, not
Yes.
anybody. Yeah. As you said, the other person say hard, they compliment, other people compliment them. That's the same thing they do with me. But I want him to do that. I am
Yeah.
like, if other people are seeing me Why can't you see me too? Why
Yeah.
can you not say anything? Other
You
men
can
out
learn.
there are saying, Victorine, you are so beautiful. You smell good. Why are you not saying it? Then you go behind my back, you go to my WhatsApp profile and you'll be looking at my pictures.
You
Then you
see,
cannot tell
maybe you
me
are
in the
terrorizing
house.
him, Victorine. The way you're
Yeah.
talking, maybe he's scared of you. Are you sure this man is not scared of you?
No, I didn't do anything.
Don't
I
come
might
with
be,
that Cameroon pepper.
I am,
Oh.
I
Don't
can
come
be,
with that
I
Cameroon
might
pepper,
be,
Victorine. I don't like it.
I might be short and sassy
You
and
are short, but
fiery,
you have Cameroon
but
pepper in you. The way you are talking, self, I can feel the spice. I'm feeling the spice, and I'm not even your husband. Victorine, leave that man alone. Leave him alone. He's a good man.
Auntie B. No, Auntie B, I love compliment.
You
I
will
love
get it.
myself.
Don't
I love
worry.
myself. And I
Yeah.
love my husband so much. But I want him to communicate with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you mean. Don't worry. It can easily be fixed. He's a good man. I don't want you to walk out of that marriage because it sounds like you have a good man. Please.
Mm.
Oh, it sounds like a good man. I'm telling you. So just keep that your Cameroon pepper and boil it down and turn it to tomato and
You
tap
guys have
that.
taken over our Cameroon pepper now. I've leave it for you
Just,
guys.
oh, Victorine, don't let me pull down that Cameroon pepper and leave this man alone. No, he can be
Yeah,
worked on. Okay?
I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
Leave it. You know what?
Yeah.
He's not
Mm-hmm.
hearing you. No, jokes apart. I think you are a sassy, beautiful woman, and you know the petite, all these petite women, they are Jesus. You go for a
Auntie
petite
B,
woman, be ready.
Auntie B, you are telling the truth. That's what somebody told me.
Petite
Say you
women
are
are
like this.
fire,
I know
fire.
you. I know you very well. You are
Hey,
fire. You see
Jesus.
how you are talking? You
Once
are
you wear
something.
that your 6 inches that you wear to be make yourself taller, hey, it's voila.
Yeah, no, I don't. I love my heels. I must put on my heels.
Exactly. How did I know? Victorine, I'm going to end now. Take the number on the screen. Yeah, that's Dr.
Uh-huh.
Shola.
Yeah, I'm going to call Dr. Shola.
Call Dr.
I
Shola,
know
go
her
and pay
very
that
well.
money and get that man into therapy. He will change. Okay?
Yeah,
But
yes.
I don't want to hear you talking about living or divorce. You are not divorcing anything. He's a good man, okay?
Okay.
He will change. He will compliment you. You will come back and give testimony and tell me how he's complimenting you now. You are communicating and you are enjoying and you will
Okay.
feel loved.
I
Okay?
will. I will. You know me, I'm going to come.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
as
you,
I told you, I'm in social work. I am in my 3rd year.
yeah, you do
Yeah.
well. You do well.
Mm-hmm.
But
Thank
don't
you.
try not to do Cameroon pepper with your service users, though.
Okay.
Thank you, my darling.
Thank you
Take
so
Dr.
much.
Sheila's number and get him into counseling. He will be able to coach
Okay.
you. He
Yeah,
will
I'll
coach
do
him
that.
and teach him how to love you in a way that you want to be loved, okay? And you guys are going
Okay.
to be all right, okay?
Okay. Thank you so
All right,
much,
my darling.
Auntie
Take
B.
care.
Thank you, Obodo Farm. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Cheers, my
Uh-huh.
darling. Okay. Ah, that was good. That was good. We are doing the Lord's work. Oh, I mean, when there are issues, when there are cracks, and they are not things that it's not everything you divorce for now. We are talking about loneliness in marriage. Yeah, but there are some things that can change. You know, you just need to make some. If you have been talking, for those of you that didn't call in, that feel like, you know, you are in a situation like, you know, Victorine, you have a good man, he pays the bill, he works hard, he loves his family. It's not like he's cheating, no red flag. But it's just that he's not loving you the way you want to feel loved. Just go for therapy and fix things. And you will be surprised. He's the one that will be saying, baby, let's go. Yeah. No, don't just run to divorce. Divorce is hard. You don't want to run to divorce court, yo. Especially if there are no too many things that you can work most of these things out. So I wish you all the best. Linda, unmute yourself. You're my last but not the least caller. I want to
Hello,
end now.
Auntie
We've done 2
B.
hours. Hello, darling. I said we will not be staying long, but we've done 2 hours today. Okay. Go ahead,
Thank you
my
very
darling.
much.
Thank you,
You're
love.
doing it for us.
Mm,
I'm very grateful.
mm.
It's my first time calling. You can hear my heart
Oh.
beating so fast.
Oh no, don't worry. We are friends here. You don't need to worry.
So,
Just talk like you're talking to your friend, okay? I don't
okay.
bite.
I love you, so I know you can bite me.
Thank you, my darling.
Hello, Bodo Fam.
Mm.
I started
Welcome.
following you like a year now. I met my husband when I was 18. I'm from the north. So we met when I was 18, and I supported him through school and everything because I grew up in a polygamous home. My mom was wife number 2. My dad had up to 6 wives.
Okay.
So, but none of them stayed together. As long as one is coming, the first is going. If he's bringing a new one, the other one is going. And then automatically the kids from the first become slaves to the next. Like that, like that, like that. So I left home when I was 15. When my stepmom, who was an angel to me, passed. So sorry, is it deleted? So I left home. I am my elder brother because my dad was very harsh. He put his hands on us and very, very well, very, very hard. So we knew with her going, we're going to be deleted, so we left.
Wow.
So I met my husband 2 years later when I was 18. And we've been together since then. I'm 38 now. We dated for 10 years, and I had my first child before we got married. And the marriage was even just a small ceremony because we didn't have enough to do something big or even the white. So we just did a traditional marriage rite. His mom was not in support. She didn't come. My mom was not in support. They didn't come. So the two mothers weren't there.
They were not in support?
Yes. Because my mom said we're not same tribe, so she wasn't supporting it. And I was like, you that married same tribe, how well did it end for you? I just wanted him, and we had a fall, and she didn't come. And his mom, I didn't know what the problem was, but she didn't come.
Right.
I think she didn't like me much. So we got married, and we started life. We're so in love, and everything was going well until 7 years ago. I noticed he was stepping out a lot, and pictures were taken. He was doing masters in another state that was in Nigeria. So pictures were taken and sent to me. I confronted him, and his hand landed on me, and it was hard on my cheek. So I told him I was going to pay back. So I thought that was just me saying, but I am also very petite and very beautiful, if I may say so myself.
Of course, why not?
I was getting attention also, so I stepped out. And from his tradition, I'm not supposed to step out at all because there are consequences.
You step out? What do you mean you step out? What do you mean? You cheated?
Yeah, all the way. Yeah.
He cheated and you cheated?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So in his culture, a woman is not supposed to, because there are consequences. I knew very well. But to me, I thought the marriage was over because for some months we had issues and were the same way we are now, not talking and just like flatmates. But I wasn't cooking for him. His sisters were in the house, so they were cooking and everything. So it wasn't going to affect him. But I knew I was going to confess it to him and say, okay, let's return the bride price and it's over. So later, when things started going bad, he came back, apologized, confessed his sins to me, told me everything he's done. I'm well taken care of. He loves his family. He loves his kid. I don't work. While we're back in Nigeria, I've never worked. He took me on. What?
Did you have kids?
Yes, I have 3 kids now.
Yeah,
so, and they are all grown. My last is 8. I have 16, 13, and 8.
Right.
He takes good care. He buys good cars. He pays good schools and all that, and travels and all. So we've been having issues.
It's okay. It's all right.
I've been managing and all.
Just breathe. Yeah. Breathing. You're doing well. I'm listening. Yeah. Don't worry. It's a safe place. Don't worry. Don't feel judged. We're just listening with empathy. Okay.
Yeah. So after he confessed everything, my last car, he is the type that just takes decision and I had to follow. I don't I'm like the proper northern wife that is not supposed to say anything. He just does, and I appreciate, and I always say thank you. And I just was a stay-at-home wife. I do not even go to the market. He goes to the market and does everything. So the only thing I do is pick the kids, but because their school was something I could just sit in the car and they'll come out. So I hardly even go out. And also when he confessed.
Are you Muslims?
No, we're Christians. In fact, when I was dating him, I told him, I'm only supporting you because I love you. I'm not saying you must marry me. I had a lot of suitors, but I didn't want to marry a Muslim. He
Right.
was the child of a pastor in one of these good churches. So I just like, okay, he's a Christian, and we took it from there. So when I confessed everything, he got angry and he laid his hand, and it was hard. And then we settled. At last, he begged and everything. And I had my kids through CS, so I had a big tummy, and he paid for my tummy talk and everything. So he started talking about relocation, and I was like, okay. After the laying of hand, we settled, and everything was going very well. But we've been
Linda,
here.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm very.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Do you want to take a sip of water? I can hear your breathing, and I know it's really, really hard to share on a public space here, but you have nothing to be afraid of, honestly. Okay?
Yeah.
So just take your time. Take your time, okay?
Yes.
Just calm down. If you need to drink water, if you need a break, anything, just say so, okay?
Yes. Thank you very much, Auntie B.
You're welcome.
So we've been here for a year now, and I keep telling him, remove finances from the marriage. What are you doing? There's no marriage. It's just like you come back and I serve you, and then you just go to bed. You
So
carry
you're
on
abroad now. You
when
are
you
in the
want.
abroad now.
Yes, we're in the abroad now.
Okay.
And because my mom was divorced, I've always said I don't want to be divorced like her. I want a home.
Right.
So I've been trying. Yes, I have my flaws, but I've been trying, and it's like we're falling apart. And now he's separate in the other room. I'm in my room, and it seems like he's just like the other lady that just left now describes her husband.
Yeah.
He is very good with the kids. He would do everything. So even back in Nigeria, when these things happen and I report to our parents, they like ask, is there no food in the house? Do you not have clothes to wear? The kids not going to one of the best schools in the capital? What else do you want? Go back home. And then he's a very good talker, and then he's the breadwinner in his family, and also does for mine too. So he's like, whatever he says, everybody just accepts,
Yes.
and like that. So now I'm so scared because I've made that mistake before, so I'm never going to do that again. That's out of the way. I've learned my lessons the hard way, because after I confessed everything, we had to go back to the village for cleansing, and the embarrassment and everything. I won't want to go back to that.
You went to the village for cleansing?
Yes, it's that's how it is. And when I went, I told them why this happened was I checked out of the marriage, and to me it was over. But
So
back.
was that something that you needed to do culturally
Yes,
to go to
yes,
his
yes,
village?
yes.
But he stepped out too, but I guess they don't do cleansing for men.
No.
Right?
He's a man, and you know the African culture permits a man more than one wife.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
understand. Go ahead, my dear. Go
that
ahead.
had to be done for my sons and
I,
for.
I like the fact that you're accountable for, the thing I'm saying about all the women that have called tonight is this accountability. If we have more of this, then we'll have less problems. Thank you for being honest. You can come here and tell us whatever BS you like.
Yeah, the stories it's very long and it's a lot, but I'll take my time, come one day and share my story. If by the time everything is settled, if we're together or if we're going our separate ways, whichever.
Right.
Yeah, but for now, that this way I found myself, we don't talk. Is only just what are we eating? Have the kids eaten? This one is sick. This one didn't go to school today. Who is speaking? Who are you?
So you're
back?
basically like strangers now.
Yeah. We're just like
So a lot of African men, you can see some very funny characters now. I'm seeing that they never said anything since we've been talking and be praising all the women for all the things they were doing, and I'm advising them to fix their marriages and all that. But now, all of a sudden, so what I'm trying to say is that a lot of men, African men, or men generally, black men don't forgive cheating.
Yeah.
They can say they forgive, but they never get right.
Yeah.
That's why we always say that, because they cheat a lot of them cheat. But they think it is their
This is
entitlement
someone
to
that
cheat.
was cheating with Miss Abuja at the time and even helped
Yeah,
her relocate.
yeah.
When he wanted to get my new car, took my old car. I didn't know where they took that car to today. Someone told me a lady was driving that car in Abuja and he denied. A
Yeah.
lot of those things, minus the things, terrifying things he confessed to me.
That he did.
Yeah.
So is it because you married so young? Is that why you are not working or you don't have anything doing? Or is it because
He
he doesn't
doesn't
want you
want
to?
me to go out. He doesn't want me to have friends, nothing. What even caused this last was my colleague at work here in the abroad gave birth to twins, no one to help. So she's been begging me since I've experienced to come help her. So I went there like 12 in the afternoon, and by 5 I was already on my way out of her house when he called and the phone was on speaker and I was like, hello. And he started the screaming and the shouting, and I
So
just
he's very, very, has he always been like that, or did it happen after you
no,
stepped out?
he's always been like that.
So it sounds
He
like
doesn't like me going out
he
at
doesn't
all.
like you going out.
Yeah, he
Insecurity.
says from the north I'm supposed to just be cool and inside.
So
I used to cope with that and take it very well, but for how long? For how long? I'm becoming tired. Like
are
I
your
just
parents
want.
aware, or your family, are they aware of what you're going through?
Yeah, I tell them. I tell my mom bits and parts, but not everything.
So your
He
mom
doesn't
forgave you?
call them. He doesn't. He just believes that everything is money. When she's sick or anything, I'll send money. When your daddy needs a car, buy him a car. When so what? I don't need to call. There's no communication. So I also over a year ago stopped calling his mom, except if she's sick. I could just call, Mama, how are you? I hear you're sick. And I would
And your
send her her
your
money.
kids are grown now, so oh my god, this is kind of complex.
Yeah.
It's complex in a way because there are so many dynamics in it in terms of how things happened in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Again, most of these issues are foundational issues. You see, when you started the story, you told us about how his mother didn't attend your wedding.
Yeah.
Your mother didn't attend your wedding.
Yeah.
But you just went ahead because you were in love.
Yeah. But whenever I give birth, the two mothers come, we have a relationship and all that. Remember, I had 2 kids before we got married because we dated for 10 years. But we're living together. It was like an Abuja marriage, which
Is there a significant age gap between the two of you?
No, just 5 years.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So
this is someone when I was 18 and we started dating. He had issues and had to move in with me because I was doing very okay even at that age. I remember I told you how I supported even in school and everything. So
at the moment, what do you do with your time? What do you do?
Over here in the abroad, I'm working.
Oh, you're working now?
Yes.
Good.
Which is like freeing a bird from a cage. I'm very happy with going to work.
Right. Okay. And how does he take that you're, because you say he doesn't like you leaving
He
the house?
doesn't have a choice right now because he's no longer up there where he was in Nigeria. A lot of things happened and we lost everything before we came. Right. So we just picked whatever was left and moved.
So you need a paycheck now?
Yes. He
so
needs
it's okay with you going to work?
Yes, because I need to contribute now.
So any other outing is what he doesn't want?
He doesn't want, and there's no friendship, there's no communication like that. He's just either on his laptop or his phone, and I mean, if we can't stay in the same space without something happening, I could be watching something and he would be this not the kind of things you should be watching, you should be listening to BBC or NTA, or he just if he has his way, I won't even be on social media.
Yeah, so we know that when we talk about patriarchy, the northern patriarchy is on another level. So you are a northern girl as well, so I know you understand this. But what do you want to do in terms of moving forward? You've got kids and you have this life abroad now. Do you know what you want to do?
I don't know.
Or do you want to talk to me privately? Yeah?
Yes, if possible. So that when I come to share my story, I want to give the whole thing because there's a lot I'm not saying now.
I know. Okay. Let me confirm that this is my number, the one I have now on WhatsApp. Only WhatsApp, yeah.
Yes.
So you will reach out to me. I don't usually have a lot of time, but
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot that is involved in this matter. Does it end in 63? Yeah, that's my number. Send me a WhatsApp message and
Okay,
then
ma.
we'll arrange a time and talk. Yeah.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much, Auntie B. Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Take care of
It's
yourself.
a
Okay.
lot, but
Are
I'll be
you
fine.
afraid
No,
for
no, no.
anything?
No, no,
Hmm?
no, 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 no. No, he is not that. Look, he is. If he talks to you now, although I don't like, so whatever, I'll just say the plain. He always tells me your problem is you're too good.
Hmm.
So people would
I think,
manipulate you. That's why I don't
yeah,
want to let you go.
I
So
think it's that stepping out thing that's
no,
yeah.
but that was after then we kept talking. I really don't want this marriage. I want to go. I want it to end. And he would beg with his life.
Hmm.
He would beg with his life. He's like that. If he does anything, he'll come back. He can kneel and beg. I even videoed him begging. He would beg and cry.
So okay. Let's talk privately, Linda. Okay.
All right.
Take my number and send me a WhatsApp message and we'll schedule a time to talk, okay?
Yes.
If you
I
send
have
me a
it.
message, I don't respond immediately. Just keep sending because I'm very, very busy and I tend not to check that works. I don't check that WhatsApp frequently because I'm very busy, but I will come back to you, okay?
All right. All right.
Look
Thank
after
you.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm
Look
good.
after yourself, yeah? It's
Yeah.
very, very important that you look after your mental
The
health.
thing is the loneliness, no one to talk to, no
Yeah,
friends. And
that's the abroad for you.
with the way it
Welcome.
is now, even the kids, I don't want them close to me. I just like go, 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 go. And it's like I'm just alone. And
You don't want the kids close to you.
yeah, I don't want to keep talking to kids all the time. What would they say? Mommy, say this, mommy, do. It's not the kind of conversations that I want right now. And I don't have friends, even back in Nigeria, because if you make friends and they keep visiting you and you can't even visit them, with time, they just get tired and they just cut off. So I don't have, even before I call in today, I had to call my friend and ask her if I should.
It's okay.
She encouraged me and like, yeah, I should talk to Auntie
Okay.
B and all.
That's fine. You're gonna be all right, okay?
Thank you for
You're gonna be all
everything
right.
you do. I listen to your shows every day. I've been going back listening.
Mhm.
Like every day. That's what I do at work. If at my
Yeah.
office, people call me Auntie B, Auntie B's sister, because that's all we listen to at work. Thank you
I'm
very
very happy
much.
to hear you laugh. That's the first time I'm hearing you laugh. So you can laugh. That's good,
I
Linda.
laugh a
You have
lot
to
outside,
maintain that
but
laughter.
not in this house.
Yeah, maintain that laughter. Remember the Cameroonian sister that came said it's laughter she wants. That is the only thing that is missing. Her husband doesn't make her laugh, so that laughter is important. Maintain it, okay?
Yeah.
Don't allow that, depression to set in because if you don't want to talk to your children, you don't want to play with them. It seems like you are looking at that route, and you must not allow yourself to get through to that route because in the abroad, you don't want to go there. But God will help you, okay?
Amen. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, Auntie B.
Thank you,
Thank
darling.
you,
We'll
Obodo
talk.
Farm.
Okay. Take
Yeah.
care, my darling. Okay.
All right.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, everybody that called in. I just want to give a big shout out to all the amazing people that called in, all the ladies that called in, starting from Blessing, and everybody that shared tonight. Your stories are so valid. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for helping other people. You don't know. You know how our shows are. They go very far. People watch. Those who are not here today. You see, I stayed 2.5 hours today. And I said this year that I'm not doing more than 1.5 hours, but sometimes when the issues are serious like this, I can't just leave. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up, like and share this video. It can save a soul. Loneliness in marriage is a real thing. Please. It can lead to a lot of things. You don't want to fall into depression. So if you are experiencing any kind of loneliness in your marriage, talk to your partner. I know some of you will say, we've talked. Couples therapy, highly recommended. I've referred 2 people to Dr. Shola tonight for therapy. Get professional help. You must get professional help because when you try, you can't try anymore. I know we Africans don't like spending money on therapy. We feel it's a waste of money, but it can save you Therapy is cheaper than divorce. That's what I always say. If it's something that you feel like you can salvage, please. Some of these issues you can salvage them. Spend time together. If you still like each other, that you still feel like, okay, this person, there's hope. Try to spend time together. Brothers, please, you need to open up a bit more. Learn your wife's love language. What is your love language? What makes you, how do you want me to love you? What do you want us to do together? Love and emotional connection is the air that women breathe. Everybody needs it, but men need kerewa, not so much emotional, all this loving dovey romance. Women will live and breathe romance, majority of women anyway. So communication, oh my god, there's no romance, there's no relationship or marriage without communication. When communication is lost, it's just a question of time. Then you have to connect with others, my people. Connect with others. If you feel isolated and lonely, connect with others. You heard the story of Blessing. She said it was through connecting with others that she met those amazing friends that, even taught her how she was able to love her husband and get her marriage back on track. So these are things that we need to consider, discuss, focus on solutions. And worst case scenario, if go, no good. My mother used to say something. And she used to say, if you cannot go forward, you're on a journey, you cannot go forward, you can definitely go backwards. Okay? When you've done all that you have to do, you've tried everything and you cannot continue for whatever reason, then, you can decide that, okay, you know what? Some people need to leave some relationships to get the relationship that will make their life more rewarding, more fulfilling. Is this our tipa that we do in our culture? This one must work. Some will not work. That's the truth. Some marriages will not work. That is the truth. No matter what you do. You know why? Because they are foundational issues. You saw the story of some of the women that came to share. Foundational issues. And before I end, I just want to advise all of you women who live abroad and even brothers. I have a problem with this long distance going to marry from Nigeria. I've always had a problem with it, and I share it here all the time. You can't date someone, you say you know somebody, you are dating them because somebody introduced you and you're talking on the phone. Next thing, you go to Nigeria and you are marrying the person the next day or the next week. You're going to have foundational issues in most cases because you don't know each other. Some, maybe 1% work. The rest is wahala. And I'm referring to the story of that our sister in Canada that, was feeling so, Adetitu, that was feeling so frustrated because she said that the man she's going to marry now, they're having issues. Please, take time to really, really know the person you want to marry. Don't jump into it. Marry where you are. This is what I always preach. But people still like to go to Nigeria, go to Africa to marry. But chances are the person you are marrying is a stranger. It's only when you now marry that you now start to know them. And you now say, you know how they used to do those clothes? They say, what I ordered versus what the tailor saw for you. That is what you will see. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to just leave it here today. I hope you found this very, very refreshing and educating. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. And for every heart that is hurting, I pray that God will give you clarity, that the Holy Spirit will guide your choices and your decision going forward. And I pray that you have joy. Those who are married and they are trying to find a way to resolve things, I pray that, God will help you, to guide you. And self-reflection is very important as well, ladies. Okay? It's not always, the man's problem or the man's fault. Sometimes we need to reflect and, like that sister said, what was I doing that was wrong? You see the way she fixed herself? She fixed herself and she fixed her marriage. So some of us, or some people that are listening, are going to catch this later on. This is what they need. May God help us. I'll see you on Sunday night. Sunday night, we are going to be talking about jackpot marriages. Jackpot marriage. There's football on Sunday. Chineke. When is this football? Anyway, we'll find out. But I want to talk about jackpot marriages. There's a lot to talk about on that. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good evening. I love you guys. Bye. Brother Ben, thank you so much. What did you say? I advise couples to do silly things together and laugh about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm. God bless you. Sunday is Nigeria match, but I don't know the time yet. But we'll try and see. We can do our show. As long as it's not the time of the match. Because I don't know whether I will be able to watch. Have you guys seen what was happening? I saw posts today on social media about 4 people deleted yesterday when they were playing that match. Please, if you get high blood pressure, you're hypertensive, no watch. Oh, the tension for that match too much. No go watch football where you go peme. Oh, mo beg you. I'm begging you people, don't go and watch match that you come and delete. Oh, it is well. May God help. I know we are taking that cup. We are going home with it. I pray a strong prayer today that God knows that Nigeria needs joy. With everything that's happening in Nigeria, we need that cup to even make people happy for 1 week. We need it. In the whole of Africa, it's Nigeria that need it the most. So, so he will deliver it to us by the grace of God. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Love you guys. Bye.